Please welcome retired filmmaker George Lucas.
We're at 18,204 right now, guys.
So you only get to eat at 18,500.
Yeah.
25,000, you take a nap.
Yeah.
19, you do your life day wish.
Yeah.
Can we say that at 22,
Yeah.
what was his life day wish?
Yeah.
Or shall we say this? Watto does his life day dream.
Okay. That sounds good. Watto, can I bring in our next guest?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to explain. We're going to bring him in. We're going to find out how he wants to be introduced, and then we will introduce him. Okay?
Right. That's how it works. Everything must be done in the correct order.
Watto, this is John. John, can you let us know how you'd like Watto to introduce you?
As the first Boba Fett.
Great.
Let's find out what that means.
Folks, there have been many Boba Fetts over the year. But this man who is about to join us on the show, he was different. John Celestri, aka John the Animal.
Hi.
John, how are you?
Hi, thank you. I'm fine. How are you doing?
We're doing
Long time
great.
no see.
Yeah, we're doing pretty good. I'm putting up my that's my
There you go. You got one of those those kinky drawings.
yeah. That's
Right.
one of the spells from the holiday special. But
Yeah.
John, you
Just
specifically,
Patrick, show it to us.
Oh, there you go.
this is what I wanted to show.
Yes.
Because John animated Boba Fett in the Star Wars holiday special, which is
That's right.
the coolest thing in the world. And I wanted to bring him on to talk about it. John, how much interaction did you have with George when you were working on it?
I'm sorry, George, there wasn't anything. It was all through the script. And we'd gotten your script, and you made all the changes you wanted, and we just went with it.
Yeah.
And it's the best part. It's the best part of the holiday special is the cartoon. Everyone agrees.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, did they send you photos, or what did you have to work with when?
Well, what we had to work with was the descriptions was to do it as in the style of Mobius from Heavy Metal magazine. Yeah. So line work, color, all of that was that was to be the style of it. And and then we had the black and white video of the costume when it was just the stormtrooper. Really, it was the white Boba Fett costume.
Yeah.
And I think there might have been a couple of schematic drawings of what the costume looked like, or rather, the headdress and all of that. Yes. And that's pretty much what we had to work with. And so we took that and then simplified that to the Mobius style, which is a very simple line work.
Mm-hmm.
So we did a couple of rotations, just a full line, a full view, 3/4 view, back view, profile, and then that was all that I had to work with. And then as I moved the character around in the film, in my scenes, that's how we got the 3-dimensional aspect to it. It was more of a solid drawing instead of being a flat drawing.
That's very cool. I'm pulling up this the link that you sent me. I'm going to show it on here. You sent me a link with a bunch of your sketches, your original sketches.
Those are what we would throw out in the trash.
Oh my gosh!
This is garbage. This
is garbage.
Yeah.
So these are the initial drawings that I would do to give me an idea of how the movement was going. And those lines that you see, those are spacing charts.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the between each key drawing, you'd know where it'd be, like halfway point, a 3/4 point, a 1/4 point in between each drawing, and that was the distance that you would place the drawings in between those keys. And
so
then
that's what this like BH 8, 9, 10, 11. That's what
that's right. Yeah, that's sort of that, and those are spacing charts, but those are not exact, spacing in regards to what you would actually see. It is what that drawing is in that time. Sometimes you may have to do, a variety of things of like, say, instead of something being from here to here, well, you've got to do a diagonal, or maybe you have to do something like that. But you know where that drawing is, and then you have eccentric actions going on.
Yeah.
Partial drawings. There'd be eccentricities, and then the rest of the drawing would be a very straightforward easing in and out. It's very much like it's similar. Timing charts are similar to in many ways to notes on a musical staff. You have to play with each note. It may be exactly a certain timing, but it's how you play with. You might ease it a little bit. You might be softer. There are so many different ways that you can play these drawings.
Yeah. Well, this garbage belongs in a museum.
Yeah, absolutely. I think we're all champing at the bit to ask you questions, John. We're overflowing with questions.
Okay.
I have to ask first off, out of curiosity, have you been watching The Mandalorian? Do you watch it?
No, I don't get Disney.
Well, look, Patrick might get angry at you, but I think you're an American, and that's your basic human right to not get Disney. But what I was going to say, John, is that many of the visual elements from that cartoon have been worked into The Mandalorian.
Right.
This, little section of Star Wars that had been erased for so long. You have the Mandalorian signature weapon is modeled after the weapon. You have some of the creatures. Does it feel exciting to see that stuff be modernized, brought back into the visual language of Star Wars?
Yeah, it's very interesting to see that without Boba Fett, there's no Mandalorian.
Yeah.
That's all there is to it. I've been told that there's a lot of playing around with the helmet, the way I did with in the cartoon. Because that's all you'd have to. You have no eyes to work with.
Yeah.
With Boba Fett, it's all there was. The voice was Don Franks, and then I would have to take his tone and play with it so that sometimes it's helmets going this way and up way that way. There's so many different things that there are limitations that you have when you have that kind of a character, but you just you go with it and see. It's the creativity, the creative aspect.
Yeah.
So you had the audio beforehand. You knew what.
Oh yes, yeah.
Sound like. How many of you guys worked on the special, animating it in total?
In total, let's see. I think there may have been, in terms of the staff, was maybe 20, 24. But I mean, like from ink and paint, from there were maybe about 6 of us as animators, another 6 assistant animators, or in-betweeners, and then you had the staff that had to do all the painting. So that was maybe about 12 in there, and then this camera, maybe 2 camera people, and then you had the Xerox. There were a number of different of elements, but in terms of the studio, it was very small. It was at the time it was about 24, 25 people all together, I think.
This was Nelvana, right?
Nelvana, yes. Yeah. And that's when we were still in the fish warehouse.
Wow. I feel like Watto is going to have a lot of questions.
Yeah, I got so many questions.
Yeah, I want to.
This is a general one, but it's one I'm always curious about anytime I get the chance to talk to an animator, which I don't often enough. But
Okay.
John, you already sort of alluded to this. You get hired onto this, and the marching orders are match the Mobius style, right? That's the look we're looking for here.
Yeah.
And I think people don't consider, when you're talking about hand-drawn animation, how versatile an animator, a professional animator, needs to be. These are not three-dimensional rigs you're working with. You're a draftsman. You're doing this by hand. And you need to not only be able to draw many different types of characters, but in many different types of styles, depending on the gig. Do you feel like consciously across your career, there are styles you find easier and styles you find more difficult? Or have you gotten to a point where you feel sort of like you're broken to be able to mold onto whatever you're asked to do?
Well, let's see. It really depends on how well it's designed. Okay, because there's certain things that work well in animation and don't. Too much line work, too much pencil mileage means that you have to concentrate on getting all those lines in there versus being able to make a performance. And realism is boring. So realistic characters, like for example, to me, the best human characters are what we could have done for the Will Eisner Spirit anime feature that was it was trying to be developed and pitched by Brad Bird and Jerry Reese. I would have been on that one. Yes, I would have been on that one because it was after Rock and Rule. Because on Rock and Rule at Nelvana, I did Cindy Schlepper, the gal on roller skates. I did Quadhole, the police chief, and then Mylar, the club owner. So there's a range there, but human characters are the way Al Eisner drew them. They were very plasticky. There was a lot of great mobility, but they were human, and so you need to have solid draftsmanship to do that.
Yeah.
Oh man!
but then again, look at the old Hanna-Barbera cartoons. There was a lot of solid draftsmanship in the sense of design work and being able to understand how to balance a drawing. Simple drawings are the most difficult to do, to get across something with just a couple of lines.
Yeah.
What for you are the key earmarks of a great design? That you get handed design, you go, oh, I'm going to have a great time animating this.
Yeah. It's flow. It's, in other words, there's a balance to the design, and it gives you a chance to be expressive. If you don't have the proper elements in it, like hands, eyes, feet, if you don't have a good balance, then you're going to be struggling all the time, because you have to you then have to start changing and maybe you have to start asking for, or making suggestions that you need a little bit more adjustments, because otherwise things will just feel wrong. And then you have to say, okay, what is it that you want? What are you trying to say with this character? Because a design is only a design, and it's only good if it actually expresses what the character is supposed to be.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, I guess
it's ultimately all about serving story. It's about telling. It's a way of telling stories.
Oh yes, absolutely. Yeah. Frank Thomas said that. He said he came. Frank Thomas and Ollie Johnson came to do lectures at Nelvana back in 1978 in February of that year, and we were working on. We were just finishing up. Oh, what was it? The Devil and Daniel Mouse. and he was pointing, and we were doing designs for another show. They getting up there, and they said, "Well, what do you think about these characters?" And Frank said, "Well, those are not characters; those are designs. What is the character?"
Right. The design
serves. Like you have makeup. You have makeup, and that you're going to put on an actor. But what is the character?
Right.
Sure.
I mean, you're in an interesting position with this special, because here's a character that has now been created for live action, right? But you're being handed the opportunity to introduce it to the public for the first time. So it was not created for animation. It's been built physically. It's in production, but you're handed this design, right? Yep. And being told you are part of a team that not only has to reinterpret this character for a different medium, but introduce it.
Right. If you look at it, the characters are what was great is because they weren't humans.
Yes.
Yeah. Even though they were, Boba Fett is basically 7 heads high. That's an easy, thing. But he had all these other elements. He had, the helmet, the big head. Is the big head. You had his boots with the spikes. You had all of this extra stuff to play with. You had a cape. You had all these other things that worked.
The gun, the harpoon gun.
Oh yeah. Well, I call them the tuning fork. The tuning fork weapon. There was no name for it. It was just
Did they come to you with that, or was that something that they sort of left up to you guys to figure out? With
that's something that we came up with because there wasn't anything like that. Okay. Yeah. There was things like in the script that George said he had Boba punch the beast in the nose. Well, that wasn't going to go anywhere. Yeah, it's not going to go anywhere. So, first off, the staging was that the Boba Fett never got off of the saddle.
Yeah,
on the beast. So I said, okay, I got to play around with this. Slap him, use the weapon to slap the beast on the rump.
Yeah.
And I had great joy in slapping that beast several times.
Yeah.
Did someone else animate the beast, or were you animating the beast as well?
Oh no, I animated Boba, but the beast really, if you look at it, they were never in the same shot.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Huh.
Well, it's interesting, and obviously, there's you're always dealing with the practical elements of what you can do with the budget you have, and so that's a very good note in terms of I had originally envisioned he'd go give him a punch, but that's a very solid fix to give him that slap on a rump,
Yeah.
Now, John, you worked on a lot of other shows too, but one that I think the chat and people watching, you worked on He-Man for a while, right?
Yeah, He-Man
Masters of the Universe.
Yeah.
John, on He-Man and Masters of the Universe, that's a property renowned for its vast cast of characters. Did you specifically work mostly on one character on that show, or you work on them all?
No, on at Filmation, you worked on everything that was handed to you. Yeah. And a lot of times, one of the big problems is that they were all. It was like a lineup. It was a police lineup almost. Every scene, because they wanted to make sure that every character got screen time almost equally, except for the close-ups.
I guess I'm curious. Did you have a favorite character on He-Man and the Masters of the Universe, or?
Actually, I didn't get to play with them. I wound up.
Draw was one character your favorite to draw. Did you have a favorite?
What was it? Yeah. What? Who's this? Who are you hinting at here?
Yeah. Who do you want to hear about?
Orko? You're talking about Orko?
Oh, Orko was your favorite?
Yeah.
Interesting. Interesting choice. Interesting choice.
Okay. Uh, so, I mean, you've worked on so many things that have all these lasting appeal. What is the is the holiday special, or what is the thing that people ask you about the most? Like, what is the thing that people want to talk about the most?
Well, a lot of time it's boba. You know, it's a holiday special because it is so different from everything else.
Yeah,
right. Now, just prior to working on the holiday special, you had worked for Richard Williams on the Raggedy Ann and Andy film.
Yeah.
And this was, you know, famously, this is Richard Williams, who would later do the animation for Who Framed Roger Rabbit. But the whole time he was working to fund his dream project, which is the Thief and the Cobbler.
Yes.
And first of all, what was it like working on the Raggedy Ann film with Richard? And how aware were you of his ongoing? Because that was sort of my sense was that we were all sort of aware that this thing was happening, and anyone who was following animation circles was aware of Dick Williams and what he was what he was trying to do was really quite if you've seen I don't know if you've seen the documentary about the whole ordeal of trying to finish that in film.
Yeah. Well, I'm on a bunch of us. First of all, we were all quite young.
Yeah.
Okay. So no, there were two studios that worked on two areas. One was in New York City, which is where Lester Osterman Productions was on. And then the other one was in Los Angeles. And so I was in the New York crew, and it was like a gathering, you know, of the up and coming talent and all of the old Fleischer and Terry Toon animators that were still still working in New York City. So in New York, the young people were myself, Dan Haskett, Eric Goldberg, Tom Cito, and a bunch of, a whole other, and that sort of became the big bang out of that, because they went on to do all kinds of stuff afterwards. And we were all very much aware of what Richard was doing. So we had classes, we got notes and things of that sort. And he said, at one point, he had all the young people who wanted to be, all the assistants. We would come, and we went and did a recording for him for some of the, some of the monsters. We were all singing and dancing. We was all singing and recording, making loud noises and doing stuff and such. So yeah, we were very much aware of what he was all about. Very much enjoyed, working there, because, basically he said, I just want you to work, just do your best stuff. Yeah. And so many of a number of them, it was their first time as a feature film. It was my second feature, because I was on Tubby the Tuba out at New York Institute of Technology, and that's where I got I cut my teeth learning animation from Johnny Gentilella and Marty Taras, who were Popeye and Mighty Mouse animators.
Yeah.
But we were all very much aware of the artwork and Corny Cole's designs, and that was a lot of pencil mileage.
Yeah. Yeah.
What are the things that you wish people would rediscover that you've worked on that maybe people don't ask you enough about, that you think deserve more?
Well, I think that the everything is that I liked, that I wish they would look at, are basically the more of the underground stuff, which is stuff like Rock and Rule. Or well, I worked on, people know about Space Ace and Dragon's Lair. I worked on those. Yeah. So there is that. but the Batman commercials that I did for Zellers, you know, back in the late '80s. Those are fun. And
then you're also, we should talk about these too.
Yes, I'm doing comic books now, so I'm self-publishing them through Indiegogo, doing crowdfunding.
Yeah.
What you haven't seen is the Bloodwing Angel comics. That's more for adult.
Yeah.
You know, that's a more mature item. So I'm trying to do, I'm basically in my third act. So I'm figuring I have stuff for kids, but I also have stuff for adults and for people who really want to, be a little more than just your normal comic book. This one is more of what happens when an angel gets feels that they have this one angel feels has been tossed out of heaven and for no reason and has been betrayed. So what happens to this angel and how does it deal with betrayal like that?
Wow. Yeah. Well, I want to stress people should follow you on your social media because the next time an Indiegogo or Kickstarter goes up, you come with a lot of very cool, incentives like I showed earlier, the incentive last time.
Yeah.
I think people need to get on board with those.
And in addition to obviously being a big part of the introduction of Boba Fett, you worked on Heathcliff and the Cadillac Cats, which was one of the Mel Blanc's last great roles. He personified the voice of Heathcliff. Was that exciting? Did you ever meet Mel Blanc?
No, I was doing storyboards at the time. And
you were early in the process, then he would come in and read. He would be looking at the storyboards.
Yeah.
Right.
Because so that's what I was doing. I was working on that. It was for Deke. I worked on that. I will tell you one thing that is that always sort of seems to be not a badge of honor for me, but other people the eyes pop up when I say I worked on Turbo Teen.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. Those are your eyes?
My eyes popped up for a second. Yeah.
Oh, John, I know you have to go soon, but I want to ask you, do you have a life day wish? Do you have a wish that you can impart upon the world?
Well, I wish that everybody could be able to hug one another at some point after all of this.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's what I hope. I mean, we really need to, at this point, for us to get out of this dark side, we need to understand that we're all responsible for each other. Wear your mask, get a vaccine, stay socially distanced, because you're not doing it for yourself, you're doing it for the people that you love and for your neighbor, because that's the only way we're going to get out of this.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so great.
John,
there's a word we're having everybody say today, and it would be great to get a clean read on this. There's a word in Star Wars called McClunky, and we're getting everybody to say just McClunky. No one really knows what it means, but we think it's a fun holiday word. Can you say McClunky for us?
McClunky.
What a perfect
John, you're the best.
John, thank you so much.
For coming.
Happy Life Day. It's so great to see you.
So, thank you. Thanks for inviting me.
Thanks for coming.
Care, guys. Bye-bye.
Oh, the best, guys. The best.
The best.
The best. Oh, so
The
great.
best. The best.
Patrick, it's so great to see. I know that cell that you own was on eBay for a long time as one of those sponsored ads.
Was it?
Yeah, it was. And it's so great to see that you actually have it.
There's a few that pop up occasionally, and this was one that I got for cheaper than they normally go for. Not by much, but it was good to. I was very happy to grab it because
I'm glad you have it, Patrick.
It's a good piece of history,
It is.
It's in a good home.
Once the museum opens up, I may ask you to loan that to the museum, Patrick.
Yeah, I get it.
It's telling a story. Boba Fett is that the Stormtroopers or Boba that's on there? Is the Stormtrooper?
It is the Stormtroopers. Do you want to?
They're going after. They're chasing after Boba. It's telling the story.
Here, we'll look at it closer.
I mean, that's what it's all about. It's like, it's not just a drawing of a stormtrooper riding that little thing over the Jelly Ocean or whatever it was.
Yeah.
He's not just, it's telling a story. Look at that. That's a story. That's narrative art right there.
Yeah. It's a good one.
Worth every penny from your little pocket, Patrick. I know you took all that money out of your little pocket and paid for it, and it was worth every penny.
Yes. Celestri John on Twitter, and I do seriously recommend checking out his next fundraiser. It's good stuff. Excuse me. Who's this?
Who's this?
It's Watto. I'm wearing a costume. I dressed up as Orko.
Watto, it's not joke week. You played a little joke on us.
I played the little joke. I was Watorko.
Oh, what a great joke.
What are you doing? Joke Week's not until September 2021.
Sorry.
I'm so sorry. I got confused. It was not my place. I should not have done a joke. I should have saved it until next year.
Oh, I think it's fine. On Life Day, sometimes we have a little fun.
Just a little bit, but we need to know our limits. Patrick, you're muted.
You're muted, Patrick.
Patrick, you're muted.
I'm sorry. I have something else to auction off. Can I do this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think $100. I'm going to auction off an original Bring to Noise shirt that says "Talk about a little twist."
Talk about a little twist.
Talk about a little tea.
If anyone's got the next $100 donation, you can call it in the chat if you want. We'll be auctioning this off. You let me know if anyone swipes it, because I think it'll be good. $100 done. Great. Email me and say "Talk about a little twist" shirt. So I remember.
I'm about to pick up the sandwich again and take another dig at it after an extended break. I'll say I went through the whole arc of eating the sandwich, feeling good, then feeling very sleepy, like Dagwood in a comic strip.
I'm going to bring someone in, Watto, and you got to get their intro, okay?
Okay.
Happy Life Day.
JD.
Hi, JD. Happy Life Day.
Happy Life
I
Day.
have to tell you something, because we are good friends. I don't want to mislead you.
Okay.
You're not on the show yet.
Wait, what?
Everyone can see you and hear you, though.
Yes, you're live, but you're not on the show yet. This doesn't count. This isn't canon.
See, I knew this was going to happen because Patrick sent. Okay.
What did Patrick do? What did Patrick do?
He changed me around multiple times because there's bigger celebrities.
Oh my God.
And then he sent me and then he
What
purposely sent me the wrong link
That's not true.
to delay my arrival.
JD, I swapped your time with one person because I knew you would be easy to switch around because you're a very good friend of the show.
Patrick, do you think that person's a bigger celebrity than me?
I mean, arguably, yes. But that's not why I changed
Patrick Starfuck.
That's not why I changed them.
Patrick Starfuck.
And the link that I sent you was to a later stream that we have not gotten to yet because we have to change the stream later. JD, tell Watto how you want to be introduced because you're not on the show yet.
Yeah,
that's the twist here. The little twist is
Patrick.
Patrick might be bad at his job, but that's not the reason you're not on the show. The reason is that you haven't been introduced yet.
I'd like to be introduced as friend of the show and amateur artist.
Okay.
George.
Yeah. What do you want?
We need you here. We're about to introduce a new guest.
I know. I'll be back. Introduce him without me, and I'll come on and it'll be fine.
Are you sure? Once I do this, it can't be undone, George.
I can hear you.
But do you want to be there and see the look on the guest's face when they appear for the first time?
Yeah, I guess so.
You only get that moment once when someone appears on this show for the first time.
I'm almost there.
You should just do it, Watto. He's not going to.
No, he's right.
Do it then. Be very rude.
All right.
Folks, our next guest is a great friend of the show and an amateur artist. If you ask me, there's no bigger star. I would not bump him for anyone, and I would give him any link he wanted. Grogroos and Grogras, please welcome to the George Lucas Talk Show, J.D. Amato.
Whoa!
Good to be here. Good to be here. Good to be
Hello,
here.
baby. Happy Life Day.
Happy
Life Day. Happy Life Day.
How's your life day going?
My life day is going okay. I'm in the Midwest. I'm in the Midwestern Illinois. I'm in Midwestern United States, which is Illinois.
Howdy.
I've been here for several weeks.
JD, howdy.
Howdy.
That's not the Midwest, but that's
Howdy.
okay.
Howdy, JD.
Howdy, partner.
That's not the Midwest. In the Midwest, what we do is we go
Doo-doo.
Voodoo.
JD, you remind me of the
do
thing.
what? We go, oh, when we've made a mistake. That's a big thing in the Midwest that people on the East Coast and West Coast don't do.
Wait, let's all do it.
There you go. You go. Oop, I'm just going to get through here. Oop, I'm sorry. Oop, here, let me get that door. Oop, let me do this. Oop, let me do. Hey, oop, let me just squeeze by here. Oop, I dropped
I
that.
have to extend a genuine up then, because you're right. I did make a mistake. Howdy is not what people in the Midwest do.
Howdy.
I was off pitch. So let me get this right, okay? Howdy. Okay, so that's high west. Howdy. Okay, that's low west. Wait, I'm going to find it. Ready? Howdy.
Or you could go, well, ain't that a steak and a half? You boys gonna have to give me a 5 pence, and then that's May West.
JD.
What's the matter,
Yeah.
George?
Are you okay, George?
Tell us about your tiny tree.
My tiny tree sits in my hand. It's from a place not large, a tiny land, where little demons roam the earth, and they come to you and judge your girth.
Oh no.
And if they're angry, they take your bones. And the way to stop them is hang up your phones. For they feed on radio waves and the sounds of electronics. So the only way to learn to read is hooked on phonics.
Really painted yourself into a corner and got out miraculously.
Hey, JD.
Thank you.
JD, what is the name of that song so when I credit you on IMDb as a musical guest?
No, Patrick, I'm not giving you any. You've already really gone to town on IMDb. Specifically, my IMDb has gotten buck wild because of some of your decisions to catalog things.
How? How?
There's a new sheriff in IMDb, and his name's Patrick Cotnar.
Let's look at
Yeah.
IMDb. Here we
It's
go.
Buck Wild Cotner.
It's the IPDB, the International Patrick Database.
Uh-huh. JD, the only stuff is self. That's all I add to you.
Yeah, but there's just a lot of selves.
Hey, man, you got to stop getting on shows.
Yeah.
you make
Okay, all right. See you guys.
No, too late.
Happy Life Day.
I mean, you're already on the phone, so you might as well stay.
We'll call that the Ballad of the Tiny Land.
Ballad of the Tiny Land. Okay, I'm gonna put that in
A
there.
great song. It was a great song. Can
Thank
we
you.
submit it as an original song in the awards categories this year?
Yeah, I'd prefer if you did. Could you also register with ASCAP so that I get residuals on it?
Yeah, sure.
Great.
Because I don't
Indeed.
think we have like a key prize horse in the song categories. I think we all agree our main supporting actor play this year is going to be Stephen Charleston. But for song, that could really be our contender.
You know,
Yeah.
I would appreciate if one of your musical guests could really arrange that into something that's more, has a little more punch to it. I'm sort of like,
absolutely that can happen.
Absolutely.
Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow.
Not tomorrow, but soon and for the rest of your life.
For the rest of your life, JD.
I love
Patrick,
that.
Patrick, I see that gleam in your eyes. I know what you want to do, and I know that you're being a professional, so you're restraining yourself. But since it's been brought up, would you like to ask JD to do ASCAP monologues? ASCAP monologues?
JD, do you want to do ASCAP monologue?
Yeah, I mean, usually is it when I do ASCAP monologues, is that when a bigger musical celebrity drops out at the last second and I get the text the same day? Yeah.
Solid burn on Patrick.
Solid burn on me.
Yeah.
No, you're fireproof, JD. I believe that.
I'll say this. I think George has been there when you've done ASCAP monologues, and they were always very good.
I think I'm good at telling stories.
You are.
But
I
think
arguably,
JD, I think
not
that's why you and I get along so well, because that is essentially what we are. That is our nature. We are storytellers, first and foremost.
Do you know, Watto realized at one point there was a through line to all the times that Patrick had asked him to do ASCAP monologues. And it was either holidays when people leave New York or the Super Bowl.
Yeah. I think I'm on that list too.
I think
I'm happy to be on that list.
Night when he's aware that Watto is unbooked and around.
Watto, I think there was actually one time when a star of The Sopranos got sick that day too.
Okay, fair enough.
Fair enough.
I also think I'm after Watto on the list. Like if Watto can't do it, if not Watto, then Amato.
Well, I'll say this. I know I can get a response quicker from JD.
Yeah, I think that's the difference.
And you can guarantee JD will be on time.
Yeah.
Yes, right. Short notice, you're a better ass.
Yeah. It's true.
How is your guys' life day?
Going great. I don't know if you just saw, we had a long conversation with the guy who originally animated Boba Fett in the holiday special. Did you see any of that?
It was fascinating. It was fascinating. It was really good.
That guy ruled. Now, JD, I have a question for you.
Yeah.
You've done some work in animation. You're a big fan of animation.
You're a fanimation.
Yes.
Have you ever considered growing out the mustache that looks like that?
I think that's sort of like merit badges or like, it's something you have to earn. And I think if I were to go into animation, I would start here and then just based on my accomplishments, it would just slowly increase.
Yeah.
And so I would like that. That would mean that I've put in decades of good work. In fact, I did have a mustache at one point during this past year.
Yeah.
People did not like it, which I'm okay with.
Yeah, people don't like a lot of things, and then later on they like them.
Yeah,
people don't like change is really what it is.
That's what they don't like. They'll claim later on like, oh no, we really liked them. Like, I know you didn't. You do now, of course. That's not your mustache was like the prequels.
I feel like there's a lot of anything that brings conversation to my physical appearance. I just like to avoid. It's just not. It's
all right,
not
let's talk about your beautiful mind, JD.
Well, I think George is right though. Like 10 years from now, on a Disney Investor Day, they're going to announce that your mustache is coming back, and people are going to cheer and say, "Oh, it's the day I've been waiting for." And they'll forget that they ever said poo about your mustache on the live chat.
Yeah, exactly. And they're going to announce a cool young director who's really not going to get to do much with the franchise, but at least their name will be attached to it.
JD, what's your life day wish?
I've got 2 life day wishes.
This is the first daily double.
A Tim too.
And you guys can tell me which one feels like it's better.
Okay.
So my first life day wish is that culturally we would learn from the past.
Mm-hmm.
We'd start learning from the past, and we would be kind to each other and care for each other and try to help each other in ways that we haven't. And my second wish, and I don't know if I should go with the first wish or the second wish. My second wish is that the Hellraiser puzzle box was real, but instead of summoning Cenobites, it summoned a group of creatures called the Snuggly Ugly Hugglies, and they're little gnome-like creatures that have tickle fingers that go zzz, and they go snuggly, ugly, hugly, and they try to hug you and tickle you. And if they won't stop, that's part of it. They won't stop. You've unlocked the lament configuration.
Yeah.
And the only way to get them to stop is to get them to go to sleep. But they're such hyper little beasts that they wake each other up. So you really have to find really creative ways to try to get them to sleep, or else they'll just keep tickling and try to get their huggies in. So one of those two.
JD, can you say McClunky for us?
Sure. McClunky. Wait, no, I want a better one.
Okay, go ahead.
McClunky.
That's a good one too.
That's good. Wow, you just wanted 2 of everything today.
Yeah, I'm in that kind of mood. I've been by
That's
myself.
great. You deserve it. You've earned it. You've earned it, JD. You're a good guy.
Yeah, I like you guys a lot. You're some of my favorite people. Happy Life Day to you.
Happy
and
Life Day.
your fans and audiences are some of the most wonderful people. Happy Life Day to all of you. I'll be watching. And if anyone drops out, Patrick, just give me a ring.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look forward to seeing your mustache in 2030.
Yes, I look forward to seeing all of your mustaches in person.
Right.
Happy Life Day. Love you all.
Okay.
Goodbye.
Love you, JD.
All right.
Hey,
Wow.
here's a little scoop. Sometimes when we say that Ron Howard is texting us, it's code for JD.
That's true.
That's true. That's a fun little. What a fun little reveal at the end of. Talk about a little twist. Talk about a little twist. What
And
a
you
fun
know
little
why?
reveal at the end of the year.
You know why he's the code name Ron Howard?
Why?
Because he's impossible not to like. Nicest man in Hollywood.
I agree. All right, Watto, I'm going to bring in a guest. I have 2 guests. I think the next one will be back in a second. I saw them and then I lost them.
Okay.
I'm going to bring this one in, and we're going to have to tell them what we need to tell them.
Hey, happy Life Day.
Hey, Anthony.
Wait.
Anthony, I appreciate your well wishes. But I should be upfront with you. They don't count. They aren't canon.
Oh.
Because you are not on this show yet.
But everyone can see and hear you.
All right.
I mean, you're live. You're being broadcast out live at this very moment.
Okay.
But this is Legends. This is not part of the show.
Sure. This is expanded
Because
universe.
You haven't been introduced yet.
Oh.
So,
Anthony,
okay.
I would love to introduce you. I would love to start making everything you say and do canon. But in order to do that, I need to know how you want to be introduced.
Oh. Goodness. What a burden. You can just say Anthony Carboni. You can just say friend of the show is fine with me.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Hold
Wonderful.
on.
Bye.
There we go.
See you on the show.
Folks, I'm just going to say friend of the show is fine with me.
Hey,
Anthony Carboni.
Watto, wait, hang on.
What?
We can announce them together.
Ah!
Announce them together.
Oh, boy.
Hello.
You dangerously played with my stream there. Okay. Shalyah,
Hi, guys. Hello.
Shalyah,
Happy Life Day.
you're not on the show yet, Shalyah.
Okay.
Hang on.
Great.
you're not on the show yet. Now,
Yeah.
we should let you know
Hmm.
you are live. People can see and hear everything you're doing.
Great, but not on the show.
Right. Don't cancel yourself because this does count
Okay.
We
in
got
the
it.
world, but not on the show because we haven't introduced you.
Got it.
How do
Got it.
you want to be introduced, Shalyah?
Oh, does it have to be truthful?
Whatever you want.
Award-winning billionaire.
Great.
Wow.
Okay.
She's pretending to be me.
Okay, go ahead, Watto.
Now, Patrick, when I start introducing her, you're gonna butt in at the last second.
Oh, no, probably not. No guarantees.
Because it hurts. It hurts to cut
hurts.
off an
It's hard to
introduction
watch
once it starts.
Bring him in.
It physically hurts. Once you start, you can't really stop an introduction. It's like a pinching feeling.
Yeah.
Ouch.
Folks, I'm so excited about our next 2 guests. One is an incredibly famous billionaire. The other one, let's just say a friend of the show. Shalyah Evans and Anthony Carboni!
Yay!
Yeah, hello.
Hi, guys.
Now I'm
feel
on the
like-
show.
Oh,
Shalyah, are you on the show?
that sounds not happy with me. Hi, say
Uh-oh.
words.
Can you hear us?
A lot of times, yes.
Well,
It'll fix
Well,
itself.
we'll
It did
figure it out.
before.
we're on the show now. Yes.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
Great.
Talk amongst yourselves.
Happy Life
without
Day.
me for a
Let's do
minute.
this. Shalyah, let's get your. Do you have a Life Day wish? Let's get this out of the way first, Shalyah.
What?
Do you have a Life Day wish? Oh boy.
It's gonna take me a minute. No one talk to me for a second. You guys talk amongst yourselves while my
Okay.
phone fixes itself.
Okay.
Everyone
Go
be
ahead.
cool.
Can we write it? Can we write it on the screen?
Maybe.
Oh, do we
Life
have a life?
Day wish.
She has a little talk. She has a little talk show shyness. She can't be on a
Oh,
talk
no,
show
it's
if anybody
really
speaks
bad.
to her.
Okay, I
Okay.
told her what she wanted, so she can tell us.
Oh, say a word. Wait, it might
Get
be
in-
my life day wish came true. Does
Hello.
the sound work?
Does the sound work?
Hello.
No,
Oh,
that's my
no.
life day wish.
Okay.
All right.
Well,
Is that the sound would work on my phone?
if you leave and come back, sometimes it works.
Sometimes if you reframe,
You could say anything to me right now, and I
Yeah.
just smile and nod.
All right. Well, Anthony, how are you?
I'm doing well. I'm concerned about Shalyah, but other than that, I'm fine.
Yeah. We'll
Yeah.
get-
How are you?
We're doing pretty good. We're at let's see what our numbers are at right now.
Yeah. Give me those numbers.
We're at 18,669.79.
Ooh, baby, that's
Very
close.
We're
That's
close,
so
very
close.
But Anthony,
We're
we
still-
want to be clear. 20,000 was the goal.
That's
But
the goal.
that doesn't mean that we stop at 20,000.
No. God, no.
No.
God, no.
We're going
Listen,
we're going deep into
20,000
Mando
is the-
Monday.
20,000 is the goal, right?
Yeah.
So that's like, we can reasonably raise this, but we know we're probably going to blow past this, but this won't humiliate us.
Yes.
That's what 20,000 means.
Yes.
Yeah.
I agree.
You
I
know?
think we
It
can
was
do
our
it.
floor, not our ceiling.
Right. We walk away victorious.
I'm normal.
You're normal.
Normal.
My life day wish
Normal.
came true.
Yeah.
Life Day wishes.
Yay!
Oh,
Thank
This
the
is not the
maker.
first Life Day wish to come true.
Oh,
during
my
the stream.
goodness.
Wow.
Yeah,
Somebody call B. Arthur. It's all really happening.
it really is.
Anthony, we had someone cover that song earlier, and it sounded so good. And I'm going to send it to you because I think you would love it.
Yeah, you're gonna
Oh, please
lose.
do.
You're gonna
Yeah.
lose your mind when you hear how great this version of the song is.
You're going to lose your fucking
You're
mind.
gonna lose your
Anthony,
mind.
what is your life day wish, Anthony?
Well, listen, I know there's a lot of important stuff that we should be wishing for this year, and I understand that.
Yeah.
But
I
a lot
get
of
that,
people
and-
have already wished for that, so you can wish for anything. You can wish for something.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah.
that's sort of like we've done that, right? And so I do have a very important life day wish, and it's
Right.
one that I've had for a very long time, and I almost dare not speak it because I'm so afraid it won't come true. But here it goes. Warner Home Entertainment.
Hang on. Wait,
Please.
one sec. Here we go.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Warner Home Entertainment, please. I'm begging you. All I want for Life Day is a 4K HDR home release of the Speed Racer movie.
Ooh.
Please. Please. I know it's within your power. I know you can do it. Look at that Watto Gooch and tell me you don't want to do it.
Watto is trying to open his window because he's getting the meat sweats from eating the whole sandwich. I'm getting so close.
Show them the sandwich, Watto.
Oh
Okay.
boy.
This is
Now
part
you
of
need,
the
to
sandwich.
you need to understand, this is approximately 1/3 of one half.
Yeah.
So I've eaten 2/6 of this sandwich now. Is that right? Is my math right? Yes.
Yeah, but you can just say 1/3 if it's 2/6.
I guess. I don't know. Honestly, my head's flipping out right now.
You got the meat sweats. You got the cured salt sweats.
The meat's getting to me. This thing's got, let me tell you, it's got pastrami, corned beef, roast beef, roast turkey, salami, lettuce, beefsteak, tomato, Russian
Watto's
dressing, and
doing
creamy
it.
coleslaw. I'm doing it for
Wow.
Life Day, baby.
Watto's doing it for Life Day. Now listen, I'm already seeing in
Excuse me,
chat.
I have to show a little Watto gooch, but
Yeah,
we're
no,
doing
it's
what we
fine.
can do to survive today.
Let me tell you something. That was somebody's Life Day wish, I'm sure. Watto, are you doing now? I'm going to stick a pin in what I was about to say, and I'm going to come back to this. Watto, have you thought about an OF? Have you thought about an OnlyFans?
Mm.
Ooh.
People have been asking for it. I'll be honest.
You know,
People
it's
have been
destigmatized.
asking. Yeah, no, this is a serious answer. People have been asking for it since our May the 4th stream. And honestly, Watto doesn't know how to execute it in a way that would not be disappointing.
Also, but
I've yet to figure out the way to do it that is funny, but somehow also worth the money. You know what I'm saying?
I do
Like,
want
I
to
know how you
for
feel,
charity.
Amato.
It
But I
would be
do-
for charity, but I don't know how to pull it off.
But I
Sure.
do want to say, if you guys go to wikifeettoydarian.com,
Oh,
Yes.
Hey,
number one.
he's got a 4.6.
what do you think? What do you
Wow.
think took you down, if you had to guess? Because those
The
look
lack of
five-star to me.
individual toes,
That
I think. Which isn't fair, but I do think that's what they're clocking me for. But maybe let's start a room here. Let's start pitching on this, okay?
Yeah.
You said you've also been struggling with this.
Oh
I
well,
do
look,
feel-
it's hard. It's hard. How do you balance it? People know you one way. How
Yeah.
do you show them your goods without?
Yeah. But you also
Right.
want to do it
Ruining
for
it.
charity, Shalyah. That's what you're saying.
Yeah, oh, yeah. Yes,
Well, but this
for
is the thing.
charity.
This is an issue the three of us have.
For
Anthony,
charity.
This is an issue the three of us have. We're
Yeah.
equal parts funny and sexy. So
It's
how do you
hard.
balance those two? How do
Yeah.
you serve two masters?
Because I still want to be taken seriously. You know what I mean?
Of course.
I still want to
Of
get
course.
in the room. I still want to get the auditions that I'm getting. You know what I mean? I don't want to. I don't want to tarnish that reputation.
Mhm.
Right.
But
And
at
I
the same
also-
time,
I still wanna be-
When you,
ain't no auditions this year. You know what I mean?
I know.
At
I
the
know.
same time, gotta make that money.
Got it.
I know.
yeah.
And here's the other thing. On the other end of this, I want to be getting some strange. You know, I don't want to do anything on OnlyFans that's going to cut off access to the
Yeah.
pipeline, the laying pipeline. On the
Why
other
buy?
end of
Why
it.
buy the bantha? You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Right. Right.
Oh,
I don't
boy.
Well, what could we
Well, we'll
do with
figure
you,
it out.
Watto?
How do we do it?
How do you guys? We're at 18,984 right now. How do you guys think we get to 20?
Well,
I
you're,
think-
because your wish, your life day wish is what, $60 away?
$60 away. And if
Wow.
people donate $60, I bet I could tell the wish while these people are on the stream.
Just give six. Just give
Yeah, I
$60.
think that would be really something.
Yeah, that would be
60.
amazing.
I
Just
would
hurry up,
say
everybody.
If
If we
60
can get
people
the-
gave $1, then we'd have the wish right now, and you could see Patrick's life day wish.
I think if we could
Um,
do it in the next 2 minutes, that would be ideal.
Yeah.
But
Oh, that
wait a
would be
second.
really
Wait a second. Wait a second. We're missing a prime opportunity here. Okay. We're getting a little kinky here in the conversation,
Yeah.
right?
Sure.
So we shouldn't be all kind of like, oh, please, would you, if you wouldn't. Let's not cuck ourselves here.
Mhm.
Let's
no.
get nasty.
No,
Yeah.
let's get
If
nasty.
you're a dang ass freak who wants us to hit 20,000, donate $69.
Oh
Hey,
yes.
Hey,
All right.
hey,
Do it.
hey, hey, piggies!
Hey, little
Give-
piggies.
Give to your daddies.
Wait, let's try
You want to
this.
get
And-
spin
And your
down?
mother.
And you,
Yes.
Shalyah, you're a daddy as well.
Am I? I don't know.
Yeah,
I want to
you're
make sure
daddy.
we cover all the kinks. So I'm
Yeah.
your mommy,
Oh.
and I want you to.
The
do-
moment and the
Shalyah,
papa.
Shalyah, you can be daddy and I'll be mommy.
Oh,
okay.
perfect,
Yeah.
perfect.
Please
'Cause
give-
we gotta cover everybody.
Please give to your daddies and your mommies.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
You little pigs.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
need it.
Stinky little piggies.
You dirty little stinky pigs. Now,
Mhm.
George calling people piggies and asking for money is definitely the kink of half the people in this chat.
Guys, we're
Yeah.
there.
Oh,
we're
yeah.
there.
There it is.
Oh, there-
All right.
Right,
Is
all
it
right,
time to
come
hear
on.
Patrick's life day wish?
The answer is to Findom the crowd.
We
Here we go.
dumb these motherfuckers into oblivion.
This
Here we
makes
go.
me think. This makes me think we need to start an OnlyFans account instantly. Go
Yeah.
ahead.
All right.
We gotta
Patrick.
figure it
Here's
out.
how
Go
I-
on.
Here is my life day wish. Oh yeah, we have to put on our glasses to watch this.
Oh.
You guys don't, just us. All right, here we go.
What do you do when you fall asleep? When you're having a snack? Having a snack. What do you do when you're hungry while you're taking a nap? Taking a nap. I go to sleep, and I'm hungry. Napping and snacking. I get something to eat, and I'm sleepy. Snacking and napping. I'm a person who likes two things. I like two things. Napping and snacking. lights and I fall asleep. Turn off the lights and I'm comfy. Turn on the lights and I'm catching Z's. Why is it so hard to be me? Turn on the lights, it's nap time for me. Turn off the lights and I want a treat. Turn on the lights and I'll have a dream. Turn off the lights and it's ice cream. I'll tell the tale of a messy bitch who lives for the drama. The people producing, the A for juicing, the T is for two things, napping and snacking. The R is for being a rat. The I is for I don't like when they call me that.
I'm gonna tell my kids that was Andy Samberg. I'm gonna tell my kids that was Andy
now
Samberg.
that sounds weird again. Your wish took away mine.
Oh no. Well, I mean, that was, yeah, guys.
Patrick,
Yeah, Wada, what's up?
I had no idea all of that was going inside you.
It's a lot.
That you had all these feelings and emotions the whole time. I had no idea.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know what to tell you. I'm glad everyone knows about it now.
Patrick,
There's a lot more going inside.
Anyway.
There's a lot more going on inside than we ever would have thought.
Patrick.
Well, Anthony, Shalyah, thank you guys for
I
coming.
heard something that could have been my name.
Thank you guys for coming. You're the best.
Well, bye-bye.
Thank you for having me. Happy Life Day.
Happy
Happy
Life.
Get
Life.
clean McClunkies.
Oh, wait.
McClunkies.
Get you guys to say McClunky.
McClunky.
Shalyah,
What?
say McClunky.
Say
McClunky.
say love to you?
No. I'll text her. Hang
We'll
on.
never know.
No, we
We'll
will.
never know.
We will. Say
McClunky.
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 Oh, McClunky.
Yeah.
Thank you guys.
Bye. Happy Life Day.
All right, guys. I'm going to bring in our next guest, okay?
Patrick,
Great.
Patrick,
Yeah, what's up, Otto?
Patrick. Why didn't you ever tell us
I tried to
that
keep
you
it in.
don't
Never tell
like
us you felt
being
that way,
called a
Patrick.
rat?
I
We thought you loved it.
No,
You don't like it?
I don't like it.
What
Let me
about when
put
we
it-
call you Patatouille?
I like that. I like that.
All right, so that's confusing.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm going to bring in the next guest, okay?
Okay.
All right, here we go.
All right.
Am I in?
Yeah, you're in. Well, wait a second. Wait a second. Danielle, I got good news and bad news.
Yeah?
The good news is you're in. The bad news is you're not yet on.
Okay, that's fine.
Everyone can
Let
see
me
you and hear
tell-
you, though.
Yes, but you're not on the show yet. You're live. You're being broadcast. Everyone can see this, but you're not yet on the show. It doesn't count. It isn't canon.
So I'm not contractually on the show as like a main player.
Not
Well,
Because you haven't been introduced yet. We have the contract, but we haven't executed it yet. You need to be introduced in order for the contract to be binding.
I'm in.
Okay.
So I'd love to do that. I would love nothing more than
We'd
to
love
do
it.
that.
We'd love it.
But I need to know how you want to be introduced first.
Oh. You can introduce me as Daniella Pineda, soon to be known as Faye Valentine.
Great. Okay, bye. Folks, I recently was told that I could introduce this next guest as Daniella Pineda, soon to be known as Faye Valentine. And so that's exactly what I'm going to do. Drug gurus and gagas, Daniella Pineda, soon to be known as Faye Valentine!
Woo! What up, guys? Sorry for my
Wow.
shitty. I'm in a hotel. I'm always in a hotel, but
You're in but are you in a different hotel or is this the same hotel?
different hotel in the most incredible place I've ever been, called Queenstown, New Zealand. Which, if you've ever seen pictures, this place is like unreal. But I feel bad because I saw the last people, your last guests, and they had like a good light and a background and looked all put together. And I was like, I want a broke ass hotel room.
without revealing your location,
You just did, George.
in your hotel, is there a fireplace in like the lobby of the hotel?
Oh, in the lobby, yes. Actually, there are several fireplaces.
And are there fires active in the fireplace in the hotel where you're at?
There are a couple of them. Not all are lit. Some are lit.
And is there carpeting on the floor?
There is carpeting on the floor. They're very into carpets in this country, which I'm on board for. People are all about hardwood floors, hardwood. Oh, I don't like hardwood floors. I'm all about carpet.
Yeah.
All right. And just a third question. I think we've got our answer. Have you attempted to order a meal? Is there a restaurant that you can order that has a kitchen?
Yes, there is.
All right. So we have confirmed that you're not at the Happiness Hotel.
Yes.
No.
Yeah.
When I saw you guys last time, I was in quarantine. This time I'm on vacation.
Well, Daniella, we talked to you about some things last time, and I think we need to show you an update on them. Do you remember what we talked about the majority of the day?
Butter.
We talked about butter a lot.
Butter.
So we talked about Butter Girl.
Yeah.
Yeah, Butter Girl and Butter Boy.
And we talked about Butter Boy.
Yes.
But you didn't see 1, 2, 3. Copper Butter Girl, Daniella. Oh, what? I thought George was going to have his too. Daniella, this is made out of copper, Daniella. But you might have seen that, Daniella, but you didn't see the Butter Girl tray that you can put them all on.
Where do you find who's making this?
Oh, but wait, Daniella, you might have seen that, but you didn't see this other Butter Girl plate.
Oh my God.
But wait, Daniella, there's something else.
I like how Quado is not that.
No.
Oh my God! Where are you getting all of this butter merch?
Oh, but wait.
I you out. You thought I was showing you something that wasn't butter merch, but it was. I'm giving you an update because there's a whole new character in the butter universe that you haven't met yet.
Oh my God.
Butter dog.
Wait, where are you getting all of who's making this?
Butter dog.
I mean, Daniella, we need to be clear. I don't think any of this has been made post 1980. I think this was all made over 35 years ago.
Yeah,
1984. There you go.
1984. Now, Patrick, what number are we at in fundraising?
Last time I checked, we were $19,037.82.
All right, because I have a plate. I have a little plate here. It's not butter, but it's introducing a new character into the Butterverse.
Okay, let's say $19,100, George.
All right, I'm just going to look at this.
Yeah, we need $70, guys. If you want to donate, we need $70, and George will show us the new
donate. I want to see it. I want to see it so badly. Please donate. It hurts me.
Right at it.
Daniella, how is New Zealand so far?
Oh my God.
Are you ever going to leave?
No.
Yeah.
No, it's so unreal. Wait, I need to see this plate.
We need $70 from people.
$70.
We need people to donate. I'm going to keep checking, but we can't see it yet.
Yeah, only I can see it. Oh, I wish I could show it to you.
Daniella, we're trying to raise money.
As soon as I get off.
We're trying to raise money. That's not updated, but hang on one sec.
Oh, we're so close.
We're so close, Daniella. We're so close.
Is that 1937? What are we trying to hit?
I mean, the goal is we're trying to hit 19,100 is all I want.
Oh, come on. 19,100. We want to see it.
20,000.
We'll get to 20,000. We'll get there. But I just need before Daniella leaves, I want to be able to show this.
Yeah.
What is your
all I want to do is see it.
What is your favorite thing about New Zealand so far, Daniella, besides being able to go outside?
Yeah, besides it doesn't have COVID. I think my favorite thing in New Zealand is that it's sort of a general observation, but they're stuck in an 80s time capsule. It's basically like America before you could sue each other. There's freedom. I went on this like dangerous thing called the luge. We had to take like a gondola up on top of a mountain, and then you ride these go-karts and people are flying and things could go wrong. Did I sign a waiver? No.
Wow.
They don't sign waivers here. They also walk around barefoot everywhere they go.
Wow.
How do they say waiver differently? Like waiver?
Wait, they're like, what's a waiver?
What's a waiver?
That's more Australian. The
Yeah,
Kiwi
right.
accent is slightly more subtle, and I can't do it. It's too
It's a
difficult.
waiver.
Waiver.
What's a waiver? It's a
What's a
It's a waiver.
Yeah. Oh, and mullets here. Mullets are like everyone. They're in the 80s. It's like 80s, like
They're all like McCartney 80s.
totally. But I just want to say, George.
Yeah.
My aunt watched the show and was just so incredibly excited that I was talking to George Lucas. I just want you to.
That's
I'm
really
glad
Real George Lucas.
That's real.
Yeah.
Life is
Yeah.
real.
Let
Life
me
is real.
let me give an update because I think it's important. Daniella, I'm so glad that you're here for this.
Oh my God! No way!
Hold on.
Who? Wow! Oh my God! Did someone just donate $1,000, or was that like a bunch of different people?
We just got a big donation. We got a big donation.
Whoa. So wait
Wow.
a second.
That's
It
amazing.
means that officially the Fast and Furious Padre script live read is happening. It's
It will happen
happening.
at some point. Yes.
Right. But also, we have now surpassed our all-time single stream total, correct?
No,
Not
that's
yet.
21,250, which we're pretty close to.
We're very close to that.
But our goal,
Oh, no, I'm sorry. What it means is we hit 150.
yes. So we have officially hit 150,000
For the year.
We've now raised $150,000 since May, Daniel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now
Yeah.
I can reveal to you this plate.
Wait,
Who is this?
what?
This is the
Trying to wait.
angel with the black eye.
Oh, no.
And look,
Oh, no.
look his little friend.
Oh,
The
no.
goat? Oh my gosh!
Yeah.
Wow.
It's for
That looks
it's
like a
a
character from that
Christmas.
Spotlight movie.
It's like I think it's supposed to be. Yeah, this is a boy with a rude tude.
Something about that's it's weird.
But I have
territory.
a feeling he might end up tangling with Butterboy and Buttergirl.
What's
Somewhere
his
down the
name?
line.
Do we have a name for this character?
It's Angel with a black eye. Cause see, he's been fighting. See his black eye?
Oh, someone had a good question. Who is the villain of the Butterverse? Who is the
I
like?
think we just-
Or not Thor.
He'd
What's
be
his
the
name?
angel with the black eye.
I think we just met the
I think we
villain.
found him.
Yeah.
All right, that's Butter Alter Boy.
Wow. Well, guys,
I hate to say this. I hate to throw it.
we're not. We need it's important to celebrate. And
Absolutely.
right? Am I wrong?
I think it's.
Oh, you're right.
Wait, so can you just? Oh, go.
I think there's only one way for us to celebrate, Daniella. This is a new thing for you.
Okay. Oh, what happened? There it goes.
Hold this up a little bit. Wow.
I'm gonna.
Wow.
All right.
I'm gonna go ahead and mark the occasion by adding another layer of lights to me. These are little stormtroopies. These little stormtroopies. These used to be the set decoration for the live show
Mm-hmm.
at UCB.
So, Danielle, our goals today, we were trying to bypass our all-time highs for a single live stream. Previously, the most guests we have ever had on a single live stream is 53. And Daniella, you are right now our 53rd guest.
No way.
Wait, Daniella, here's the question.
So exciting.
Is there anyone in that hotel room with you?
No, there's not. Oh, that would have been good. No.
Okay.
Andre's downstairs.
Okay.
I mean, technically there's bacteria, there are mites, there's probably bugs.
Yeah. Well, you're the best. Daniella,
you're the best.
Thank you so much for coming on.
I love you guys, and I'm so happy to get $1,000 while I was on. That's great. And I'm going to donate as soon as I get off.
You're the best.
Hey, congratulations.
Wait, you're saying McClunky.
Oh, yeah.
McClunky.
Can you say the word McClunky for us?
Sing it?
Say it.
Say it.
Or sing it, whatever you want.
McClunky.
Bye, Daniella.
Bye, guys.
That was close. We almost lost her without getting a McClunky.
I know.
Mono, George, I'm nervous we're not going to have a 54th guest.
I'm nervous. We're all out to guess. We're so close to hitting 21, 250. We're so close to hitting 54, but it could all fall apart at this moment.
Absolutely.
Wait a second. I see
the
people.
It is a life day miracle.
It is a life day miracle.
God. I just barely
Wait,
made
but it hasn't happened yet. He's not on the show yet.
Oh my gosh.
Don't get ahead of us. Haley. Look, emotions are running high right now, but we have to stay focused, okay? We cannot fuck this up. The stakes are very high. You are right now in the prime position to officially be our Steve Rubel, our 54th guest. Okay? But in order to make this happen, you have to be introduced on the show. Because right now you're not on the show yet. You haven't been introduced. You're live. Everyone can see and hear this, but it doesn't count. It isn't canon, and you're not officially on the counter yet. It's stuck at 53.
Damn.
Haley, I would love to introduce you and make this official. How do you want to be introduced?
Oh, gosh, you really put me on the spot.
Yeah.
You introduced me last time. I remember liking that.
I don't remember how we did it. I don't remember how we did it.
It's been a long year, Haley. We don't remember a lot of what we've done.
Yeah.
Okay, wait. I think I could come up with something.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Dealer's choice.
Something with feet. We all took pictures of our feet, and that was sort of our entry point. So.
All right. We'll see you in a second, Haley.
Folks, I'm very excited about this next guest coming to the show. As was just said in the comments, to say that our next guest is a big deal would be an understatement. That is true, Matt Landry. And to be fair, to some degree, this is a man who needs no introduction. But I am put in the position of having to come up with one. He, of course, was nominated for an Academy Award in 2000 for his performance in The Sixth Sense. But he was also nominated, he won a Saturn Award for Best Performance by a Younger Actor in AI Artificial Intelligence in the year 2002. But that's not all. He won the Blockbuster Entertainment Award for Favorite Supporting Actor in Drama/Romance for Pay It Forward. He also won the he was nominated for a World Soundtrack Award as a performer for the song Jungle Rhythm in the Jungle Book 2. He was nominated for Best Performance in a TV drama series, guest starring young actor Walker Texas Ranger in 1998. And most importantly, in 1999, he won the Young Star Award for Best Performance by a Young Actor in a miniseries / made-for-TV film. for Cab to Canada, Haley Joel Osment.
Thank you. Oh wow, 54. I can see the counter change.
Yeah, 54.
I knocked over my menorah. I was so excited.
Haley, you're also here at a really wild time because we just surpassed 20,000.
Oh wow.
We just surpassed raising 150,000 for the year. But also, I haven't refreshed this. We've also surpassed our highest total ever.
Wow.
Which is $21,539.
Wow.
Here we go.
We're breaking records. We're breaking records.
Thanks to everybody donated. Yeah.
We're still going.
Yeah. Well, happy Life Day, everybody.
Happy Life Day.
Happy Life.
We're so happy you're here. How are you celebrating?
Yeah.
Oh man, just watching a lot of the NFL today. This was perfectly timed for halftime of Saints and Chiefs, which is normally how I celebrate Life Day. And I'm doing it.
Who are you rooting for? Who are you rooting for, Haley?
I'm rooting for Travis Kelce and Clyde Edwards-Helaire because I am only interested because of the gambling implications of this game, which Watto, you know all about, right?
Oh boy, do I ever.
Baby.
Look, Haley, I had a big breakthrough recently in regards to gambling. Okay, because I use a chance cube, right? Let's see if I have one on me here. I might have misplaced one. Oh no, here. Yeah, here we go. Right, the chance cube, right? Now, the odds of the chance cube are kind of 50-50. They're hard to put in your favor, okay? Because it's like 50% chance it's red, 50% chance it's blue, multiplied across all the different faces of the die. And this is my cheat I want to extend onto you. Get the die with your face on it. And that way, whether it's red, whether it's blue, black, two, anything, you can go, well, I don't know, it looks like I won, my face is on. You know what I'm saying? Like, anyway, it's hard to argue. That isn't coming up Watto.
That's a real heads I win, tails you lose sort of situation.
They'll
Well
start
done.
calling you Haley Joel Odds Maker.
Yes, please do. Yeah. That's the next introduction. That's what goes into the
Hey, guys, Watto, I see someone in the waiting room, and I feel like these two guests, I don't know if they know each other, but I think they would get along really well. Can I bring in the next guest too?
If it's who I think it is, absolutely.
All right, here we go. We're going to bring her in. Watto, you're going to have to tell her that she needs to say how she wants to be introduced.
Right.
Okay, slow your roll.
Oh, man.
Slow your roll.
Okay.
Steady. Now, you have to listen because this is very precarious. We're about to pull off a very delicate maneuver.
Okay.
Darcy, you are in, but you're not on yet.
Is that true?
Yes, you are in the stream, but you
Everyone
are
can
not
see you.
yet on the
Nobody
show.
can see me. Okay.
No,
Everyone
everyone
can
can
hear
see
you.
you.
Okay, so nobody can see me. Okay.
Everyone can see you.
It's live. Do not cancel yourself. But
Okay,
technically,
so
you are not on the show yet because you haven't been introduced.
Okay.
I would love to fix this.
Okay.
So I need to know how to introduce you.
Can you say, welcome to the show, Carbine?
Yes. Okay. Goodbye.
Right. Haley, did that feel like a scene from that movie you did, that ghost movie?
Yes,
was there a scene where it was like, hey, so wait, everybody can see me, but they can't see? No, they can see you. They can see me?
Wait. Oh, you were talking about that movie. I thought you were talking about this movie. I'm sorry.
Well, that too, because we were all in the the robot heads. We couldn't see.
Can't see anybody.
What movie would I be talking about?
I don't know. Watto, can you say it?
Most of the ghost conversations in Sixth Sense ended with you going, okay, bye.
Yeah.
Okay, bye.
That was like the tone of that movie, right? Okay, bye. I go.
Okay, bye.
Wait a second. Bring her back for a moment.
Bring her back just for a moment.
And I'm not,
Darcy.
okay, just as long as I'm not on right now.
You're not on yet.
Right, it's just,
Darcy.
You're
yeah,
in.
I'm so
You're not on.
sorry. I'm so sorry. We got caught up in a funny riff. George was doing a funny riff about the ghost movie.
And it was so funny.
It was funny. But I forgot the introduction. I was too busy laughing at the riff.
Okay, here's the thing, Watto.
Yeah.
I also forgot it. So
Darby McCarbine. It was Darby McCarbine.
No, there's no Mick at all, George. There was no Mick.
No, there was no Mick.
Sound like what?
George, there was no
Oh,
Mick.
no.
Okay.
I'm thinking of Mick Lunky. I'm thinking of Mick Lunky.
Okay.
Much like the Fox primetime schedule in 2019, there was no Mick.
No Mick.
Wait, actually, Watto,
Yeah.
I have a and as long as people aren't seeing this, so they know that we didn't fuck up. Will you just say
Everyone
just
can
make
see
sure to introduce me as Haley Joel Osment.
Great. Okay.
All right. This is going to be confusing, but great.
I didn't claim it, so it was just still out
Yeah,
there.
it's on the table. It is on the table. You got to call it.
Grogu's and Gragras. What can I say about this next guest other than it was on the table? It's my pleasure to bring on to the show Haley Joel Osment himself, Darcy Carden.
How we living? How we living?
Oh, so good.
Now, Darcy, it's Happy Life Day, first of all.
Honestly,
And
I
what a
couldn't have said it better myself.
And what a power move. I have to ask you, first of all, this week, and I'm sure you're aware of it by now, but I want to know how early you were aware of the fact that President Barack Obama watched The Good Place.
George, because this week he put it on his this is what I watched this year.
This is what I watched.
Right.
The truth.
I'm a human being. I watch content.
Yeah. I found out like 2 years ago that he watched it, and it really was. I honestly, I don't know who I would be more excited about, watching it.
Michelle,
When I found out, Michelle, but I also heard that Michelle watches it. I heard that Michelle watches it too.
That's great. Would it have hurt you if you found out he was watching it and he's like, "Come in, Michelle, watch it." And she was like, "No, I'm busy."
Yes, it would. It would
hurt.
It would totally hurt. It would totally hurt. When I would hear it, I would be like this. I'd be like, "Oh," that's how I would have been. I would have reacted like that. I would have been like, "She did." Oh,
Darcy, I have a huge follow-up question.
Okay.
You've known that he was a fan for the last 2 years.
The last 2 years.
At any point in the last 2 years before production wrapped on the final season of The Good Place,
yeah,
did anyone ever try to burn the ass and get Obama to do an under 5 on the show?
No, we never tried to get him on. It wouldn't have worked, right? Wait, by the way, Haley,
it's pretty funny.
Hi, Haley. Nice to
Are
meet
you talking to yourself or me?
No, I'm talking to the other one.
No, she's Haley Joel Osment. You're Haley. That's how we keep you different.
Thank you.
I'm surprised you guys haven't met, but I felt like it would be a good combo. So
I'm a huge longtime fan. So nice to meet you.
Can we just? Because I think it'd be really powerful the way it's staging, especially because Darcy, your room, it feels like it's lit more brightly than usual, but I don't know if it's the contrast between Haley's very, very dark,
very dark.
I have one in the darkest room again.
Can we get the two of you to look as though you realize that the other is there and look and then turn and face each other for like a solid 20 seconds?
Yeah.
And just look at each other.
Yeah.
So George, do you mean, and now obviously you're directing this, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So you want us to be in the room, we're in our own room, and then sort of like realize that the other person is also there.
Yeah. And then just look, and I want to get full profile and then just realize no dialogue and just take each other in. Just absorb that the other person is there and that you can really see each other.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
I'm not right next to it right now. I'm on top.
So yeah, me too.
There we go.
Okay.
Haley,
so
you're gonna turn to your so let's see how it is when you're taking off. Take me off visually.
And Haley, it's gonna be crazy. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, it's gonna be crazy because we're not gonna be able to look at ourselves. So we really have to trust in the process.
Yeah.
Okay.
So all right, yeah.
Okay. So first of all, I trust you. I'm ready to do this.
I'm ready to do this.
So George, will you say action?
And action.
Okay, you don't need to actually be shown. Okay, here we go.
Darcy, you're looking the wrong way, Darcy.
Okay, can we start over?
Yeah, start over.
And nobody's watching this, right?
No, nobody's watching. It's
Okay.
just you guys.
And plus, when you guys put this up next week, you can cut this part out.
Yeah, of course.
Okay. So, that's insane. That's insane. Okay.
This is a real Tenet situation right here. I don't know if you've seen that yet.
I've seen it. I did see it. Yeah, I saw it. And honestly, what you just said doesn't make sense to me. But doesn't mean you said anything wrong. Okay. Also, when I just turned to the side, I saw something that says Star Wars. And I didn't see it when I was here with you guys for 4 hours the other week. But we'll get back into that later.
Wow.
Okay. Haley, are you ready?
I'm ready. So, all right. Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, George, will you say action? But you don't need to come in, George. Okay.
All right. Everything you did was perfect. Just Darcy, just to completely change the direction. Haley, I want you more full on forward at the very beginning. Just
thank you.
full straight. Because we're basically gonna go 90 degrees. Each is gonna do it at full 90 degrees. Does that make sense to you?
Yeah. And
All right.
I wasn't doing that as a joke, just so you know. I really actually did screw up.
Darcy, when you're trying to be funny, I'll know it because I'll be laughing my head off.
Okay. I'm gonna let's pretend he said action. Okay, ready? And he says action.
Perfect. That was perfect.
Okay, great.
That was perfect.
I think we gave you a lot of options there.
Yeah.
A lot of options. You were in sync because you were making choices that were complementary to one another without.
Were we?
Yes. Darcy, you put your hands up like this and you started pushing forward, and a few seconds later, Haley started doing the same thing in your direction.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Great job. Great work. I think I know that the Oscars are a little different this year because obviously they're taking into account the pandemic. I wonder if we could clip that and submit it for a best short film Oscar.
I think we could.
I think we could.
I think we could.
It premiered on a stream, but technically we haven't edited it. We were just showing the live, just the dailies basically is what they're saying.
Right.
Got it in one take. And and it's basically it's a Netflix. That's what it is. It's a Netflix. They can really, the rules are different now.
Right.
It's a mank, basically.
It's a mank.
Yeah, it's a mank.
Basically a mank.
You manked it. Thank you very much.
Mank you very mank.
Yeah.
Thank you very mank.
Thank you very much.
Mank.
See, now I know we're being funny. Yeah, that was great. Now you guys have worked together as actors.
I would claim that if anyone ever asks from this point forward.
It's as true as anything that could ever be said.
I agree.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
We both just got 1 degree closer to Kevin Bacon, right?
That's true. Yeah.
Oh boy.
Oh, have either of you worked with Kevin Bacon?
I worked with his wife.
That's close. I did. I wonder if our all mutual friend Connor Ratliff was a part of this. But
Ratliff was not a part of this, but I
he
was there.
not. But you were. Yeah, I did an ASCAT at UCB with Kevin Bacon, and he was wonderful. And his wife was there as well.
Yeah,
she took a picture of us.
I don't know a lot about the inner workings. We had our show at UCB, so I don't know the way ASCAT worked, but I think technically the reason that
that guy
Connor might not have been there that night was because you were in town, and I think that's why he didn't get asked to do it.
I bumped Connor.
I don't know that to be.
I heard.
God damn
That's
it!
what I
I'm
heard.
sorry. I'm sorry. If I had anything to do with that, I would not have picked you to be bumped.
No.
I'll tell you that right now.
Well,
I wouldn't have been part of it because of George Lucas. I'm a filmmaker. I wouldn't do ASCAT in a million years.
Oh, wait, I
Maybe
said
it's when
you. I said you. I'm sorry. I said you, but I meant Connor.
Yeah, no, you is the TV show that Zach Cherry was on. This is confusing. Conversation is getting very confusing now. No. Well, do you have any? Let's ask Haley first. You had said your Life Day wish, right? Or you haven't said a Life Day wish?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd like the Chiefs to cover.
Yeah.
I'd like, I've successfully not been looking out of my peripheral vision to check on the score of the game.
Check.
Respect
Go check. Go. Do you want to check?
Go check.
Hey, 14-15, close game.
Close game.
Yeah, that's what I call a close game.
Yeah. So
that's exciting.
That's one Life Day wish checked off. But
Haley, can we get a clean take of you saying the word McClunky?
Oh yeah, yes. McClunky.
The energy,
That's
the
a great
absolute energy. I'll do one, but I'll do one. Okay, ready?
Yeah.
McClunky.
Very good. Very good.
Right.
Darcy, do you have a Life Day wish?
Yes, I do. My Life Day wish would be that my dad and my little sister and my aunt could get rid of the thing where they taste soap instead of cilantro. Do you know what I'm talking about?
That's this guy right here.
Really? Okay, then Patrick, you're on that list, buddy.
Thank you.
Wow.
Yeah.
Now Darcy, turn to your right and tell us, why is Star Wars on your wall of set list?
Yeah. Okay,
did you go to a Wilco concert and they played that whole album?
Oh my God. This is set list, but whoa. Okay, this is set list back this way, but up in front of me. And like I said, I cannot believe I didn't notice this when I hung out with you guys for so long the other night. But this is it's a story. I know.
That's Force Awakens?
My husband Jason went to this premiere. And I guess your
husband Jason, who famously heard a fight go on in
Ireland.
An Irish bar.
Right outside an Irish bar. She said something like, I heard you've been talking about me. You remember.
Wait, what are those on your wall? Those are set lists?
They are set lists, yeah. They're set lists from concerts that I've been to, which truly makes me sound like nuttier than I am. I'm not like I think like a type of person that would collect set lists is kind of like not my vibe, but
That's a great thing to collect, though.
Yeah,
that's super cool.
My oldest one is from 2003.
Wow.
Nice.
Yep. Yeah.
It sucks because it used to be a fun thing to hold on to was ticket stubs, and for the last 10 years, it's like a printout, or now just a screen on your phone. Yeah. Or this year, nothing. So it's
nothing at all. Yeah. Oh, what was everybody? Well, does everybody remember what was your last concert that you went to? That's not what this is about, right?
I don't know.
We can do that.
I really changed. I forgot what we were doing, and I thought we were just zooming for a minute. Just old friends.
I don't know if I know.
Okay.
I saw Ed O'Brien at the Hollywood Forever Masonic Temple, and then this was in February before it went down. And then me and my friend both got really sick. And then later he was like, I have COVID too. Ed O'Brien did. And we were like, oh, wonder if that happened.
Wow.
No way of knowing.
Yeah. You you had it.
Wild.
Yeah. That it makes you wonder about illnesses you've had like early in the year. You're like, was that the flu or what was that?
I feel like I heard so many people talk about flu, in the few months before lockdown, people would be like, I've never been sick like this before, or I got the flu, but it wasn't like the normal flu. And I'm like, baby, you had it. You had it. Own it.
Yeah.
Just claim it. You had it.
Yeah.
And go out without a mask because you can't get it again.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
Darcy, some people in the chat want to know your take on Jason Mantzoukas overtaking your record for length on the show.
Okay.
Because you did 4:15.
I sure did.
I think Jason did 4 hours and 58 minutes.
Yeah, of course he did.
Yeah.
That is almost a full Mantzoukas.
Yeah, that's almost a full Mantzoukas. That's true. My take on it is I'm happy for him. I'm proud of him. Mm-hmm. I love him. Mm-hmm. But he is competitive, and it doesn't surprise me that just a few mere days after I hit that mark, he would beat me. And you know what? I support him.
Yeah.
And we are complicit in that somewhat because I think we maybe took advantage of telling him that you had stayed a long time.
Right. That's what I mean. He's so
knowing that
competitive.
he would never leave if he knew there was a victory to be had.
I mean, and it's what we love about him.
Oh,
By the way, let's say happy 2 day after birthday to him right now. Ready?
1,
1, 2, 3.
Happy
2 day after birthday.
That's really nice. You guys.
Haley, have you ever met a president?
Who are you talking to? Okay.
I did not Obama. I met Clinton.
So you didn't meet Obama, because when I Googled it to see if you had, I found a picture from the 2015 White House Correspondents' Dinner Awards.
Oh, yeah. I saw him from far away.
Okay.
At the last Correspondents' Dinner. I met Clinton briefly at some charity thing, but the most interesting one was George Bush while he was still governor. When I was like 7 years old or something.
Whoa.
And we were just doing like a charity tournament for some show I was on at the time. And somebody... Sorry?
Was it an Engvall tournament?
I haven't been there, actually, because it was that show. It was from the Foxworthy show. And
Foxworthy! Sorry. Yes.
Yeah. But we went and saw him because somebody knew him or something. And like went into his office. And
Did he give you a nickname?
God, I wish I could remember.
Love to give that guy. Love to give nicknames.
The big thing that he said was it was the day that they were overturning the helmet law in Texas, and even at 7, I remember hearing him saying, people want to go crack their heads open on the streets of Texas. I'm not going to stop them."
There's that trademark compassionate conservatism. His trademark. So much compassion.
That is perfect. And even as a 7-year-old, you were like,
that's kind of odd.
Yeah.
That's our future president.
Well, he certainly lived up to that legacy.
What a great 25 years it's been.
We're all doing
it. In the world.
Yeah. Do you ever, Haley, have you ever had awareness of a president having watched some of your work? Like, you've ever had a president say something publicly about having watched anything that you were in?
Well, I was just a guest actor on one of the shows, but The Boys was on a list as well.
Well, that's right. You're both on the list. That's what this show is, of course.
Yeah.
So hopefully he saw me get my, spoiler alert, my face pulverized in a bathroom by Carl Urban.
Oh, he saw.
Yeah.
Yeah, he saw.
That's right. This is Patrick, another great reunited apart where we're bringing together Obama's list.
Obama's list.
Is he on later? Is he going to be on later?
If we get Obama promised that if we got enough of the people from his favorite TV shows, he would come on the stream.
Yes.
I hope he lives up to his word.
Yeah,
it was a soft yes, a conditional yes.
And maybe we haven't got enough of them, but we're working towards it. If we can collect someone from every show on his list.
I think you could. Well, have you guys?
I can't wait to get Scottie Pippen on from The Last Dance. That'll be
that might have been my favorite of the year. My favorite thing I watched this year.
That's so good.
It came at such a crucial time too, because there was nothing on TV, no sports, no shows.
Right. I watched it a little bit late, but it was still perfect. I mean, it was like after everybody talked about it, and I remember just thinking like, I like basketball, but I wasn't like I just said Cubs. I wasn't a Bulls head. I was that was not my team. So I was kind of like, oh, I don't really need to watch that. And then we randomly, Jason, my husband, remember my husband from,
I remember him.
Yeah. With Ireland and like he was there with that fight. Right.
Yeah.
And also like, he was like this, that he went to this thing.
Yeah. What did she say in the fight though? You better watch out.
She's like, I heard you've been talking about me. Yeah. That guy. Anyway, when we watched it, we just loved it. And honestly, I've said the Ireland thing twice, and if you guys want to cut that part out for when you stream this next week, I think that's fine.
I think what we'll probably do is we won't cut them out, but we'll make it kind of a stereo effect, which is that we'll play them both at the same time, and that you'll harmonize with yourself.
Yes, I like that. A lot.
That's an easy fix. Patrick, that's an easy fix.
Yeah, I'll do that.
When you're editing the full 15 plus hour long stream.
Yeah, I'll definitely do that.
And then rendering it.
Yeah.
And then re-rendering it. You have to remaster it in 4K.
Yes, I'll try.
Yes, do that.
What are your guys' hopes and dreams and plans for the rest of the year? We got a few days
Wait,
left.
Patrick, I'm sorry. I forgot one more thing to add to the list. After you remaster it in 4K,
I know what this is going to be, and I don't like it.
can you remaster it in 4K?
Ooh!
Yes. Can you remaster it in 4K?
Can you remaster it in 4K?
Oh, I would.
Can you remaster it in Burt's Bees?
Can you remaster it in Speedy?
Can you remaster it in Mario Badescu?
Can you remaster it in Daffy?
Can you remaster it in the thing that makes this thing go into this thing? And it helps because iPhone screwed up all the things?
It's a dongle.
Dongle. That's a
dongle. I hate that shit. That's a made up
dongle.
word. You know that's a made up
Patrick.
word. That's bullshit.
Can you remaster it in
Boris
Belushi?
Oh,
Belushi D.
Belushi B?
guys,
Belushi?
I hate to do this. Thank you guys for coming on.
You love it. You love to give the
I have to.
Haley, Haley, can I ask you a question?
Yes.
Okay, Patrick, can I just ask Haley a question really quick?
Yeah.
Take us all off.
Yeah. There we go.
Are you mad? Wait, sorry, let's see. Are you mad at all that I came into your segment?
No, not at all. I mean, I showed indecisiveness early. I'm gonna look you right in the eyes as I say this.
Okay, I'll look you in the eye too.
That I'm telling the truth. I expressed indecisiveness not only with my Life Day wish, where I wasn't sure whether to tell people the real contents of my heart or just to talk about some bets that I placed on football today. And I was so indecisive that I didn't even claim my own name in the lobby before we went into this thing. So I was happy that you came in and showed some assertiveness, some decisiveness that I think that, you know, someone who set the record, 4 hours and 15 minutes on the show would be expected to have.
Oh, so that means so much to me. And I'll just say I could not have done that without you.
Well, thank you. And that's what I like to be kind of a supporting player. Sometimes it's fun to be just the rhythm guitarist,
Tell me about it.
And I've wanted to work with you, admired your work for a long time, and to do it under these circumstances, I think was a real home run.
I couldn't agree more. It's a dream come true for me. Yeah. Okay, well, great. I guess we can let those other guys back in. I'm gonna give you just a real quick. I'm gonna give you a real quick kiss if that's okay.
Okay. I'll give you a kiss too. I gave you my cheek, but not very close.
Oh, I'll give you my cheek.
All right. Yeah.
Tickled. All right.
Guys, thank you for coming. You're both the best.
Thank you.
That's really lovely.
And Darcy, to answer your question, I can't remember. I'm probably forgetting some concerts in between, but I think
yours was definitely.
I might be. I'm probably forgetting some, but the last one I remember. I've forgotten a lot over the years, but I think the last concert I remember being at was Rolling Stones at Altamont.
Wow.
Wow,
so it predates COVID by multiple decades, but
right.
The hell of a show.
God, I bet. I want to hear about it. Okay, well, you guys, Happy Life Day or whatever it's called.
Happy Life Day. Thank you, guys.
Bye. Take care.
Bye.
Well, this is an interesting position we find ourselves in
We
right
do find
now.
ourselves in an interesting position.
6:48 Eastern Standard Time.
Yeah.
And we've accomplished our goals for the day.
Well,
We've surpassed 21,002. I was trying to do some dramatic runway here, and you fucking jumped the gun. I was trying to build up to that and make it like an exciting rallying cry, and you went, wait a minute, let's just keep going. Wait a minute, let's just keep going. Wait a minute, let's just keep going.
Go ahead. Wow. Go ahead.
We've hit all our goals.
Cool.
$21,250.
Yeah.
54 guests. We breezed past both. We're ahead of schedule.
Yeah.
And some could say
the problems of the world are all solved.
let's get out of here. Nighty night. Time for naps and snacks.
Bye-bye.
No need to keep streaming. But you know what? I'm going to say something, and it might shock you guys to your core. Let's keep going.
Okay, Watto, I'm gonna bring in the next guest. Okay.
Let's keep going.
But I need.
Let's keep going.
Let's keep going. All right, I'm gonna bring on our next guest, and then she's gonna tell us how she wants to be introduced.
Okay.
All right.
Now, this is not someone who's been on the stream, but it was someone who was in our last live show ever.
Wow.
Hey! Hi, Patrick.
Hey.
Hi,
Whoa,
George.
hi.
Hi, Otto.
Hi, Keiko. How are you?
It's so great to see you. This is so
Keiko.
happy Life Day.
Happy
Yes?
Life Day.
Thank you. Happy Life Day to you. So good to see you. We do need to explain something because you haven't been on the live stream yet. You've only been on the stage show previously.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I just need to explain the rules to you very quickly.
Okay.
You are not on the show yet. You are live. Everyone can see and hear you, but you're not on the show yet. It doesn't count because we haven't introduced you. I would love to introduce you. I would love to get this segment started, but I need to know how you want to be introduced.
Oh. Okay. Slayer of Dragons.
Great.
The one who loves love, the great Keiko Agena. And if you could dance.
Yeah. Yep. Got it.
While
Got
you do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Here we go.
Make me full screen. Folks, our next guest is the Slayer of Dragons. She is the one who loves love. The great Keiko Agena!
Thanks, guys. I'm glad to finally be on the show.
Thank you for coming on.
Happy
Yeah.
Life Day.
Happy Life Day for you too.
How are you holding up? Because you're in New York now. You're filming. You're filming right now.
Yeah. And it's
How
been
is that?
snowing.
And it's been snowing. It was snowing earlier.
Yeah. No, it's weird. It's weird. I'm sure people have been telling you filming in these COVID times is odd.
Yeah.
Because, you see this much of a person's face. And but I freaking love it. Oh my God. I love this cast. I feel like a warrior. I feel like a fucking warrior. Like every day that we're able to shoot another day, I'm like, fuck COVID. We shot today.
Yeah.
Shot something. Yeah.
That's great. That's good. Well, I'm glad that it's go ahead, Wada.
Does it flip you out at all? Because I'm just doing this math in my head right now.
Yes.
The last time you did the show live on stage, the last time the show happened live on stage was February. It was the winter. It was the snowy season. And now here we are. And it's the winter again. It's the snowy season. And all that's happened in between those two dates is a global pandemic.
And Patrick grew a beard.
That did happen.
That
Wait,
happened.
I want to say this. Right now we are at $21,957.
So it's gravy. Oh, 21,000.
Gravy. 24,000? This is gone.
Okay.
The head
Oh,
is shaped.
what?
All this is gone. At 24,000.
At 24,000. See, this is the thing. Yes, Keiko, it is all gravy at this point because we've hit our stretch goals. But what was the real goal? The goal was to raise money to feed people who need it.
Yes, that's true.
And in that sense, our work is never done. No goal is too high. So we need to dangle some carrots, like saying Patrick could shave his head into a little cupcake.
Well,
Keiko, we have like 7 hours left, Keiko. So.
And Patrick, I have a question. The other night on Twitch, Paul Scheer raised how much in an hour?
30,000 in an hour, and we're not there,
Oh,
guys.
come on.
We need to step it up. Step it up.
Damn. What did he shave anything? How did he raise so much in an hour?
I don't think he
Just
shaved.
because?
Yeah, just by being, cool.
Okay.
Keiko, can you help us come up with a stretch goal? Can you help us here? Can we think of something that we can throw out? Where are we on the board? What's the next number to hit?
I mean, we have a few that we need to still rectify, but
let's say, how do we get to 22,000? We're so close.
Yeah.
Oh, true. Let's say, I'm good at. What can I do? I could, for somebody who donates something, I could make up a little 15-second song about their name. If you tell me what their name is, I'll record a little. I'll make up a very bad song about their name.
Okay. All right. So let's say what the next.
Oh, and I'll do it like. Can I? I don't know if I can do this. I don't know how to do this, but I'm trying to make myself a Stars Hollow somehow.
Okay. All right. So we'll start the bidding at $50. If anyone wants to bid $50, we'll go from there through the end of Keiko's appearance, and then we'll see where we get.
Also, while we're announcing shows, I want to announce Star Wars Stars Hollow.
Yeah, I mean that's
the first Star Wars show that will blend the worlds of the Gilmore Girls with the worlds of Star Wars.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
and
I think Rick's character would be the Wookiee.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Character.
Yeah. We've got a $60 bid already, but let's keep talking. Keep an eye on this.
Okay.
How has your year been?
How has my year been?
Yeah,
Wow.
because we're talking about how it's, I feel like the last time we were out, it was snowing and.
What kind of question is that, Patrick? That's the worst.
No, okay. Maybe I phrased it wrong. What have you been doing?
Maybe. How about let's confirm? Hold on. I'm just getting confirmation that you definitely misphrased it. We had one source saying that maybe you could have phrased it better, but I'm now getting official confirmation that you definitely could have phrased it better.
What have you been?
We're getting early returns here on Central Park West, and we are hearing that Patrick could have phrased that question better. It was offensive.
What have you been doing to keep yourself occupied? What TV, books, movies? What have been the things that you've liked this year?
I watched this show called frickin' We Are the Champions. Have you seen this odd little show that Rainn Wilson? It's on Netflix.
No, I don't know.
It's new, I think, that he narrates, and it is the oddest little competition. So there's like a frog. They highlight frog jumping, or they highlight cheese rolling, and but it's like got such a good heart because there's actually no snark in it. Like I don't know how to explain it, but it's the love of the odd small obsessions of people.
Yeah.
I kind of really treasure it. It's
I'm Googling it now. It seems fun.
Yeah.
That's the best. All
and
right.
then did people think We Are Here? Do you know that? Maybe I just should have start with we. I don't know. But then
what did We Are Here?
We Are Here is the drag queen show where they would go to, maybe I like small towns also.
Yeah.
So they would go, drag queens would go to these tiny towns where, it's questionable about the acceptance level. Sure. And sometimes it was hard, but they would throw a drag show in these small places. And it made me cry every fucking time. There were 3 segments. I had to split up the segments because every segment would make me bawl my eyes out. Anyway, that's for people who are interested.
Okay, well, so I know a lot of people who have been using Gilmore Girls as a bomb in this year. I think this is one of those shows that people really went to in this rough year, either as a rewatch. Many people I know who not only are watching the show all the way through again, but have done multiple full rewatches just during the pandemic because they watch it, they go, oh, that takes the edge off. They try watching some other shows and they go, it's not hitting. Back to the Gilmore Girls. Restart. Does it feel nice to know that you were part of something that can give people still, years later, comfort in the most uncomfortable of times?
Yeah, actually, to be honest, it's so sweet to give people a little bit of comfort. Christ, it's been a fucked year.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to apologize again for Patrick asking how your year was. It's offensive.
I was
The
thinking
only
of that.
person who would like this year is a psychopath.
I do want to say Noah, who has the high bid right now, has said that her $75 will be matched by her company, so it's actually $150, which is great.
Oh,
Patrick?
is it a moving thing? Is it one person? How does it work? Am I doing multiple of these?
No, you'll just do one.
No.
We said highest bidder gets it.
Oh,
Highest
got it.
bidder.
Okay.
Yeah. So we're at.
Patrick?
Yes, George.
If it's some comfort, we are actually getting reports of several phrasings that would have been worse. Like, do you like all this pandemic stuff? Or are you having the best year ever? Like, there are reports coming in. You weren't at the bottom of the list. There were worse ways that you could have phrased that question.
Mm-hmm.
So that I want you to don't feel too bad.
Let me try this, because this is what someone in the chat is suggesting that I ask about this year. Keiko, it's 2020 right now, and a lot of shows are doing like reunions online, right? A lot of shows are catching up with their characters. They're seeing where are they this year, what's going on in their lives. And Marvin Hamlish 517 in the chat wants to know where Tamamera from Bajillion Dollar Properties is in 2020.
That is the deepest cut of any interview that of any show that I've ever been on. Tamara has opened up her own skincare line in the pandemic. She's doing a digital push because, as anyone who watches Shark Tank knows, you have to be able to do a digital pivot.
Yeah.
At this point, she's extremely successful. I don't want to talk numbers. That's gauche. But she's doing thanks for asking, 517.
Well, Patrick is a firm believer in the principle. The reason that you'll get such a deep cut question like that is he firmly believes that if you see something, you should say something.
Keiko, I have a question.
Your time was it's 7 p.m. Pacific. Did I say Eastern? I'm sorry about that.
Are you on the phone with someone? Mute yourself. Okay, Keiko, here's my question.
Oh, but also, this is the fuck up I did, because I already fucked up because I was supposed to be at 11:30.
No, that wasn't you. That wasn't you. That was someone who got in the room too early, and they're coming in later.
You didn't fuck up. Patrick fucked up.
Absolutely
He gave the wrong information.
Did you hear my CISO joke, Patrick?
I did not.
Patrick, I rely on your laughter when I make a CISO joke, Patrick. I said it, and then it died in the room.
Okay,
I made a CISO joke, and Patrick wasn't there to appreciate it.
I muted. I thought I muted my mic.
What happened? George made a joke for you. You didn't hear it because you were answering the phone, not on mute. So Keiko thought that she had fucked up because you were talking to someone else because you fucked up. You make everyone feel bad.
What time did I tell you?
It wasn't.
What time did I tell you?
Everyone feel bad.
Oh, no, wait.
George wanted you to laugh, and we need to make Keiko feel like the perfect guest that she has been. And she thought she had fucked up because you fucked up.
Keiko, I'm very sorry. You did not mess up. Sometimes just got mixed up later on in the stream, but it's totally okay.
Keiko, I have a very important question for you.
Yes.
It's 2020. And a lot of producers on streaming shows think they're clever if they reach into an actor's IMDb for a real deep cut and ask them where that character would be today.
Yeah.
And they might think the cut is deep, but in fact, the cut could be deeper. And that, Keiko, is why I want to ask you, where in the year 2020 do you think the character Bird from Learning Town is? the character of Bird from Learning Town.
And Keiko, this is what we're going out on. So we need this to be a real good story about where they're at.
She's dead.
Great story. The greatest story of all.
Keiko, can you say McClunky for us?
McClunky. Was
You're
that
the
clean?
best.
Did I cover it? Were you talking while I said, were you talking while I said that, Patrick?
No, Keiko, I didn't do this.
No.
Keiko, you're the
lucky.
best.
For once, he didn't fuck up, Keiko.
Stay safe. Have a good rest of your shoot. We'll see you soon.
All right. Happy Life Day.
Bye.
Now, Patrick, Keiko is a dear friend.
I know.
One of the best guests in the business.
Yes.
And you almost broke her heart there. You cannot do that with our next guest. I don't know who our next guest is, but they are not going to be down to clown. You
All right.
cannot fuck around with them. None of this funny business.
Well, I'm going to bring them in right now, and we're going to see how they want to be introduced, because that's how we bring in all of our guests.
Steady. What?
Here we
Tread
go.
lightly, Patrick.
Hello, Bruce. How are you?
Heartbroken.
Why are you heartbroken?
Patrick, take him off the stream.
I'm pre-heartbroken. I imagine I will get my heart broken just like Keiko.
I imagine, yeah.
Bruce, I am so sorry. Patrick, mute yourself. Mute yourself. Bruce, I am so sorry.
Yes, you are.
This is not how I wanted things to go. He is our producer. He is not the host. He has gone mad with power. We want to start this off on the right foot. I am Watto. This is George.
Hello.
George, it's been 43 years. You look exactly the same.
Well, I try my best. You know, you do what you can to take care of yourself.
You know, once Ronstadt kicked you to the curb, everything changed for you.
It really, yeah.
Bruce, we would love
How
to
it is
begin.
with everybody. Look at Jerry Brown. She kicked him to the curb, same shit.
Yeah.
Bruce, I want all this hot gossip, but in order to do that, we need to bring you on the show. And the fact of the matter is, we're live. Everyone can see and hear you right now, but you're technically not on the show because we haven't introduced you.
Oh.
So how would you like to be introduced?
Gosh, I don't know. What can I say?
I mean, we could say Hollywood royalty. We could say one of the writers of the Star Wars Holiday Special. We could say
that would, and I wore this shirt just for that.
Oh,
hand job.
So
it's a fun job.
That's good.
No, this was the last thing I gave to Carrie right before she died. This thing got made.
Yeah.
And I went over and I I gave it to her, and then she went to England, and that was that.
Oh.
I don't think you need to introduce me. I mean, you just say, he who needs no introduction.
Perfect.
Okay, give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Folks, I'm excited to introduce he who needs no introduction. Bruce motherfucking Vilanch.
There you are. That's me. Fucking mothers left and right. Like my hair.
We got Bruce.
Make sure I have the Ellen DeGeneres halo going. Very important.
You look great.
Yes, we got Bruce.
Makes her
Bruce,
look less mean when she's on TV.
how are you holding up, Bruce? How are you doing?
I have worn pants 4 times since March 12th.
Hell yeah.
So I'm happy.
Yeah.
You can be a writer and you can sit there pantsless and just continue working. So I've been kind of on the DL because people are genuinely suffering, and I've been very, very fortunate that I've been able to keep doing what I'm doing.
Yeah.
So other than that, other than the fact that there hasn't been enough sex, is there ever enough sex? I'm fixing my hair, hoping that will convince people that I'm real.
I mean, it looks great. It looks great.
It's compulsive. What can I tell you? But I have worse compulsions. Trust me. Other than that, I mean, I've been, and I miss going to the movies.
Oh, yeah.
That kind of stuff, and I miss big fat dicks. But that's just me.
Right.
The world doesn't feel as I do. I have my own.
It's not just you, Bruce. I can confirm. It's not just you.
It's not just me. No, that's looking at your nose. I'm getting aroused. But,
Oh, you're welcome.
You could just leap through the StreamYard, and just make your entire weekend. In fact, keep you happy till Christmas at least. But oh my God, now he's wiggling it. It's
Blotto's having a day.
Doing a nostril working it. Yeah. Oh my God, it's all too much. Where's the digitalis? Quick,
Bruce.
George is exactly as I remember him.
Well, I want to hear about this. What was your George experience?
Farting away and just never saying a word.
What was your George experience? How much time did you spend around him before now?
I was one of the writers of the Star Wars Holiday Special. George came down from the ranch and spent a few days at the beginning telling us the story, telling us his vision for this thing. And I don't think he really had a vision, frankly, for this thing at all. I think he was looking to keep the publicity pot stirring between Star Wars, which was a year and a half old already, and he was about to start shooting the Empire. So this was pretty much a thing to sell toys and to keep the show in the zeitgeist. Because something you have to remember whenever I talk about the Star Wars Holiday Special is, and this is kind of sacrilege to say, but there were a lot of people who were not knocked out by Star Wars, which we now call Episode 4, A New Hope. They thought it was a kind of silly Republic serial on steroids, the kind that with cliffhangers galore and wipes and all of those old screen techniques. And it was a blockbuster. There's no question about it. And it was like the first of the blockbuster. Jaws was, but it followed in that vein. But it took the 3 movies and 20 years before the special to emerge again, because the generation that watched the first 3 movies on video went to internet and found the special, and they were appalled because they had turned Star Wars into a kind of fanboy Scientology.
Yeah. And
so suddenly we were these people who had committed this tremendous betrayal, and they knew it couldn't be George's fault because George is God. So we began getting all the death threats.
Yeah.
And so just to backtrack, when we started doing the show, we thought we were just doing another silly network variety show. And our first problem was that George did not know from network variety shows.
That was not my world. That was not my world.
George did not watch Cole Porter in Paris starring Stevens. That was not his idea of a good time. So he had this last of the 10 initial stories he had written, and he sold it to CBS.
Yeah.
And was explaining to us what he wanted, and I think he was looking for it to be an original musical, and he was not equipped for what was going to happen to it. On the other hand, if he was looking for an original musical, he probably would not have created a story starring the Wookiees, who can neither sing nor dance, nor can they speak any known language in this or any other universe. So, it's a lot of that. And so I have a feeling he really didn't know what he had gotten into. Once he found out what he had gotten into, he blew town.
Sure.
He was gone. You'd call him and you'd get somebody up there on the phone who would take a message. And then a lawyer would call you back and say, this is what you can do. But he kind of like disavowed all the knowledge of it. He left it to his roommate from college, who was a wonderful director, David Akumba, a TV director from Toronto, but he was directing it like a movie, and everybody freaked out because it was going to, had to shoot in 5 days. So he left because he realized this was not his ethic.
Yeah.
And they brought in a guy, a Seedbender, who had directed a lot of television specials. And that's how it turned out to be, what it turned out to be. And the reason I'm going on about this is because I'm in the middle of writing a book about it and about some of the other worst television shows in history that I wrote, that I survived. The Paul Lynde Halloween special, the Brady Variety Hour. I mean, Wayne Newton at SeaWorld. I have a catalog.
That's a very funny story. Do you remember what were the things that you were most influential over in this script particular?
B. Arthur.
Yeah.
Because
I mean,
do it because she wanted to do a number because she was a Broadway musical comedy star and nobody knew it out here and she wanted to sing a song. And Harvey Korman, I had a lot to do with that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
The Banthaloin. You did the cooking segment?
I'm sorry?
You did the cooking segment with the Banthaloin?
I did that with him, yeah. Yes, I did. But I was not alone, I have to say. I shared the blame with a lot of people. But, the problem with that, did you love that segment, or are you bringing it up?
Oh, yeah.
I
love that segment. That's my jam, baby.
I do think the things that people like in the special the most are some of the Corman stuff, the B. Arthur stuff, and the cartoon.
The B. Arthur song is undoubtedly the best part.
Really survived. And that was, George could not get them to buy a full-length primetime Boba Fett special. So he had Nelvana make this short that was shown the thing. And it really is all that survives in the Star Wars canon.
Sure.
But we had someone just an hour.
Sorry?
Just an hour or two ago, Bruce, we had our friend Graham Bell Fisher do a cover of B. Arthur's Cantina song. And people in the chat were saying it was bringing tears to their eyes.
It's a work of art. It's a work of rare genius.
It's a beautiful song.
Yeah.
She came in and she wanted to do the Alabama song by Kurt Weill and Bertolt Brecht. And Frank Zappa did it. Oh, moon of Alabama. But it had, show me the way to the next whiskey bar. It's very good. And she wanted to do that. And we went to the Bertolt Brecht estate. And they said, 9. And we thought that's how much money they wanted. And it was, no, 9. No. Bertolt Brecht did not write this song so B. Arthur could sing it to a guy with 8 arms. No. And so Ken and Mitzi Welch, who were a husband and wife songwriting team who worked for Carol Burnett and wrote all those huge medleys that Burnett used to do on her show, they wrote a faux Brecht-Weill song. We called it a Weill Brecht song. And that was what B sang. So I'm delighted to hear somebody has covered it.
Yeah, I will send it. I'll send it to you after this.
But I think this is whoever your friend is.
Yeah.
Good song.
Can we hear some Carrie memories? Because I know you guys were friends.
Carrie Fisher?
Yeah. Do you have any favorite Carrie memories?
Well, I do. I mean, there are two, and they're just bizarre, of course, because it was Carrie. One was she was famous for having parties, and she had a party at her house, and everybody showed up. And of course, Elizabeth Taylor was there, and Elizabeth Taylor and Debbie Reynolds, had the marriage scandal of the 20th century.
Yeah.
And eventually, they kind of after Elizabeth dumped Eddie, they got together so they could talk about Eddie, I think. And Carrie became quite friendly with Elizabeth, and I got friendly with her, I guess, when her father was married to her. And so Elizabeth would be there, but at the time she had some surgery and she wasn't walking. She was in a wheelchair, and this huge party's going on, And I mean, everybody's dancing, singing, doing blow, everything's going on. And here's Elizabeth in a wheelchair. And Carrie said to me, I have to go now. I have to go feed Elizabeth. She went over to wheel Elizabeth to the buffet and was making a plate. And I just thought, this is like, Salvador Dali's version of Hollywood. But nobody thinks so. And the other thing was at the Oscar show one year. I hired her. I was the head writer. I did 23 of them, and I hired her a couple of times. The first one I did, she was on with Marty Short. They presented an award together, and it was very funny. And because they both wore the same dress, that was the joke. And later on, I hired her to come in and write, and she was very good at handling certain people. Like there was one year that the People versus Larry Flint was out, and Courtney Love was thought that she would be nominated, and she wasn't.
Yeah,
we had her on the show. There's Marty and Carrie.
They're in the same dress.
Yep. See, look at them legs, both of them. So she was very good at handling people, and so there's a green room off stage where everybody goes before. They're brought up from their seats and they sit and they wait until they go on and do their thing. And so I put Carrie on green room duty, so that on the night, so she could go over everything with everybody and keep everybody kind of at their ease because they get nervous. And she had decided it was a very festive occasion, and she was, I don't know, she was bipolar, and she was in one of her up moments, which were lengthy and hilarious. And she sprinkled herself with gold glitter. So she's wearing a tuxedo, and she had gold glitter all over the thing. And so she was sat in the green room, and after about 20 minutes, the director calls me on the phone, and she says, "Would you tell Carrie to stop hugging people? They're looking like fucking Tinkerbell." And when you go back and look at the tape of the show, the first few presenters really do look like they just escaped from a disco.
Yeah.
They have glitter dandruff. Very strange. Anyway.
That's great. That's great.
Bruce, I have a question for you, Bruce.
Yes.
And
11 inches.
I
never reveal that on the first date.
Hey. I mean, what? You only reveal enough to beat the guy, right? Isn't that how it goes?
Milton Berle, 1942.
Right. You only take out enough to beat the guy next to you. Yeah. Bruce, I'm very curious. You've already shared so many good morsels with us about the creative struggle of writing comedy under George Lucas in the 70s. Do you remember anything that you pitched for the holiday special that was soundly rejected? Anything that you were told, you cannot do that in Star Wars, that is not allowed, that is too much?
That's a very good question, and I don't remember anything.
Yeah,
I don't remember anything. I mean, it seemed like nothing was out of bounds, but we weren't doing anything. I mean, we were following his storyline, so we couldn't. All we could do was come up with things for the guests to do, and everything that we did came in. There was not. I don't remember. Somebody else might remember. It's a really good question. The only thing I remember, it wasn't George. It was Carrie. She wanted to sing a song, do a solo. And because she also wanted to show the world that she was a singer, because she had never really done that except in the chorus of her mother's musical, Irene.
And also, usually in the Star Wars universe, Han is the one who does the solo.
That really, well, he sang over the rainbow in Return of the Jedi, right before they froze him, I think. Or was that the Empire? Yeah. He gets flash frozen in something. She wanted to sing. The special was Life Day, and George had a song commissioned about the Life Day song, because he thought it would become a real holiday like Festivus for the rest of
We celebrate the day.
So Carrie didn't like that. She wanted to do her own number, and she wanted to do Joni Mitchell's song. I wish I had a rumor, because it starts out, "It's coming on Christmas."
Coming on Christmas. Yeah.
And so I said, "That's a fabulous idea. I'm sure that Joni wants to have a song of hers on the Star Wars Holiday Special. Let's call her." And so we called her and pitched her the idea, and she just laughed, that high trill, Joni Mitchell laugh, right up in the
sky. The one that she does at the end of Pay Paradise.
Exactly right. No. No.
Yeah.
She didn't go so far as to say 9, but no.
Close.
So that was pitched and deemed out of bounds.
It would have really changed the direction of the entire Star Wars universe if Joni Mitchell's songs became canon that early in Star Wars.
Also, if Princess Leia had suddenly come out with a guitar, she would have been like the singing nun,
right?
Kind of ridiculous. So,
but also, Bruce, the stories you're telling us.
Either.
The stories you're telling us right now, Bruce, are twice the Star Wars Holiday Special tried to license pre-existing songs from established writers and artists and were rejected. But the benefit of that is that new original songs had to be created. And you make self-deprecating jokes, but there are 550 people watching this at this very moment, a Life Day special, and I bet you 400 of those people know every word to those 2 songs.
It's true.
All right then.
Yeah.
That's right.
I have to say,
select cognoscenti.
Yeah.
I have to say, Bruce, that from my point of view, and I this is not something that perhaps I've said publicly, but I was resistant to what I think you guys were doing with what I'd given you, what you were building. I think maybe in the same way that I had met similar resistance from people who didn't get what I was doing with Star Wars. I think looking at it through the lens of 2020, I think a lot of, if you look at the Corman scenes, if you look at a lot of the comedy that's in the special, it wouldn't be out of place on, say, Adult Swim now. It's sort of, I think, maybe
true.
invented alt comedy. I think if you look at a lot of like Tim and Eric, I think the DNA for that is in those Corman segments. There's something there that is, the rhythms of it are off kilter. I think I didn't see it at the time because I was looking at my own vision, but you guys were creating something that in the comedy sphere, which again, when I do a comedy, it tends to be something like American Graffiti or Radioland Murders, neither of which is alt. It's not very alternative. It's fairly mainstream. And I think in that sense, I misjudged what you were doing. I couldn't see it, and I want to apologize.
Oh my God! Well, thank you. Good. You can stop avoiding me when we walk down the street.
Once this is all over, I'll never avoid you again. I promise.
Wow. Bruce, something that we're asking everybody today is for their life day wish. Like, what is their wish for the new year? Do you have one?
Well, yeah, it starts with a V, and it's not my name. Vaccine.
Yeah.
It's vaccine, Maxine.
Yeah.
I want life to go back to the way it was,
of course,
sort of. I mean, with improvements, but that will take care of that. Hopefully, I mean, I think it will be a slow climb, but I think we'll get back there.
Yeah.
So, I mean, other than that, and I mean, if I had another hope, it would be that we never hear from the orange sack of shit again. He goes off and he trips and falls on a golf course. And
I'd love to hear him under oath.
Well, that would be fun. That would be fun. Yeah.
I'd love to hear him enter a plea. I think it would be nice to hear him enter a plea.
Listen, if it's going to happen anywhere, it'll be in New York. So that would be ultimate irony. And
yeah.
Bruce, can I make two requests while you're here? And one request is one that we've been asking of every guest who's come on the stream so far.
I can't sing it.
Hey, Bruce.
You're with you. I'm with you.
There's one request we've been making of every guest who's come on the stream, and there's one request that is just for you. It's unique for you.
Okay.
First request, and it's the request we ask of everybody. Can you say McClunky?
Can I sing what?
McClunky.
McClunky. Sing it?
No, you can say it, but that's a hint of what. Yeah.
Sure. McClunky.
Oh, what a rich, what a nice read that was.
It's an Orson Welles read.
Really sunk your teeth into it. That was impressive.
What was your other request, Lotto?
Well, see, this is you started to sniff out the request, I think. You had the inkling, Bruce. You performed one of the leading roles in a musical that is a particular favorite here on the George Lucas Talk Show.
That's true.
Yeah.
You, of course, played Edna Turnblad in Hairspray.
Yes, I did. I ironed my way across America for a year and then Broadway for a year.
Would you be so kind and so gracious as to gift us with a little Life Day miracle and sing a little bit as Edna for us?
As Edna? Okay. Let me see if I can remember. I have to get into my Edna. Oh, we're going big screen on this.
Just a little bit. Just a little bit.
Oh,
should we put on our goggles for this?
Yes.
This is when we watch.
Like, you know how they put on the headset when Diane Carroll sings? That's what we're doing for you.
This is at the end. In the last number. You can't stop my happiness because I like the way I am. And you just can't stop my appetite when I see a Christmas ham. And if you don't like the way I look, well, I just don't give a damn. Because the world keeps spinning round and round. On my heart's beating time to the speed of sound. I was lost till I found my bud and I found my way. Because you can't stop the beat.
Oh, that's the best, Bruce.
Thank you.
You're
Thank
the
you.
best.
That accompaniment, acapulco,
Yeah.
and with a couple of lyric fluffs. But
Oh, it was so good.
It's been a while.
Thank you so much for coming on, Bruce. You're the best.
Thank you, Bruce.
Thank you.
We'll see you soon. Stay safe.
Stay safe, Bruce.
All right.
Happy
Bye-bye.
Life Day. Happy Life Day.
Oh, the best.
I almost let that one slip by, and then it came into my head. I said, we cannot let Bruce leave without letting him remind our viewers.
Great call, Watto. That was a great call.
I didn't even think of it.
You cannot stop the beat. You cannot stop the beat.
You know?
Cannot stop the beat.
You cannot stop.
Wow. We're moving right along, guys.
Where are we at totals wise, Patrick? Where are we at?
Hang on 1 second. I'm opening a burrito and my fingers are very sticky.
Oh, of course you are. Of course you are.
George, I haven't eaten since before this started. So.
Yeah, it doesn't change the fact that all you ever do is snack.
Do you know what they would?
We are currently at $22,325.52.
Hey George, I have a joke.
Yeah.
If Patrick were a Rolling Stones album, which one would he be?
Hold on, let me go through them.
Remember, it's a joke, so it might not literally be a Rolling Stones title. It might be a play on a album.
That's why I'm going through and I'm analyzing them by seeing what pun potential there is.
Punability.
What punability there is. There's Paint It Snack.
That's good. That wasn't what I had in my head, but it's very good.
All right. Wild Courses. No. I was thinking of the song Wild Horses. Album cover. Let It Feed.
Also good. Also good.
Exile on Snack Street.
I mean, this is George. Look at how fast your mind works. It's like a fucking motor.
Did you say Paint It Snack?
Yeah.
Yes, that is the first one he said. But I'm thinking about the fact. I'll give you a hint that Patrick had to get a napkin just now.
Goat's Head Soup. Just for a snack.
What was the issue that Patrick had to resolve?
Oh, he was having a burrito issue. Let me think of other Rolling Stones albums.
While you're thinking, George,
yeah,
we have to show something because we hit that goal. Is that okay?
Yeah. Sticky fingers because of all the snacking.
Snacky.
Yeah,
snacky fingers.
What I was going to say. I was going to say snacky fingers.
George, I got another one. Napper's Banquet.
Oh.
George, is it okay if we show our last musical guest? Or do you want to hold on?
What do you think mood wise? Because it feels weird maybe if we show that now when we have like many hours to go.
Let's hold off.
But I mean, remember that Watto has a Christmas wish that he wants to make.
That's true.
I won't forget
it's
that.
Still on the board. And it'll be a live musical performance.
Yeah.
Oh
no. Patrick, get a drink of water. I don't want this
coughing in disbelief.
I think I'm okay.
All right.
I think I'm okay.
I think we should play the musical performance now. That is my instinct.
All right, let's do it now then.
Okay. Well, let's put our goggles on. This is from our friend Emilyn Brodsky. Let's play it, Bryson.
This holiday is yours, but we all share with you the hope that this day brings us closer to freedom and to harmony and to peace. No matter how different we appear, we're all the same in our struggles against the powers of evil and darkness. I hope that this day will always be a day of joy in which we can reconfirm our dedication and our courage, and more than anything else, our love for one another. This is the promise of the Tree of Life. day of peace, a day of harmony, a day of joy we all can share together joyously, a day that takes us through the darkness, a day that leads us into light, a day that makes us want to celebrate the light. A day that brings the promise that one day we'll be free to live, to laugh, to dream, to grow, to trust, to love, to be.
Man, if only Bruce was here to see that.
Wow. And I do want to say, I know it's a little choppy on here. It'll be fixed on YouTube. Amazing. Amazing stuff. Guys, we're doing it.
Let's look at the board.
Let's look at the big
Let's look at the board. Yep, sure. Right now we're at 22,417.
Okay, so
where do you go when you've reached the top? Higher.
You go higher.
Pat naps at 25.
Mm-hmm.
24 is all this is gone. What does that mean?
What does that mean?
I believe that's cutting my hair.
Oh, wow.
Oh, okay.
I was worried that we'd been hacked and that everything we'd accomplished would be wiped out.
Mm-hmm.
Now, did we just fucking breeze over bread challenge at 21,000?
We did. We're going to do it later.
Fair enough.
Fuck it. We'll do it later.
Sometimes you gotta schedule these things, Watto.
No, Patrick. Sometimes you got to schedule these things.
Yeah, that's on you. That's
How
a you.
dare you? How dare you? First you try to take over Will Miles. Now you try to shift your own self to Watto.
Yeah, that's a you problem.
I know.
You need to say one has to schedule such things.
One
You wanna
has to schedule some things.
Yes.
Wait, so where are we going to put Watto's life day with?
You tell me.
You tell me, Watto. You're the one who would know where it would fit best on that chart of money in the future of Feeding America.
$30,000.
Dirty 30. Dirty 30.
Let's go for the dirty 30.
Dirty 30. Hashtag let's get a trending sound off in the comments. Dirty 30.
For the dirty 30.
Yeah.
I like seeing comments of people who are intrigued, like someone who's intrigued by the David Bowie cartoon, which happened how many hours ago? What time was that even? That was like before noon.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And it was like 11 a.m.
Yeah.
You check it out on YouTube. guys, if you missed any of this, check it out on YouTube. Go subscribe to our YouTube. Upvote. Comment.
A couple of things that we can. Well, first of all, I think we can go ahead and announce. I think we have 10 shows for this week's slate. Let me make sure. 1, 2, 3.
Wait, should we also announce our next show?
What, our next marathon?
No, the next show that people will be seeing.
Yeah, sure, if you want to. That's a you problem.
You mean next year?
Well, yeah, it's going to be the first week of January. We're taking this week off.
Well, we're not taking the week off. The Planet Scum won't be doing shows.
Yeah.
So the whole network will be taking a break.
Yeah. So it'll be January 3rd is the next show that people can see. So. All
right, hold on here. And so what's the next date of the next one?
January 3rd is the next one.
Are you just putting this in your iCal, George? Is that what we're watching?
Can I show off my new shirt?
Okay.
Absolutely.
Look at this.
Is it Boba Fett on Family Guy?
I believe it's The Simpsons with little.
Okay.
With little Lumpy. Right?
Yeah.
Lumpy's the son.
Lumpy is the son. Itchy is the father, right?
Lumpy's the son.
Actually, I have 11 shows to announce, so we're going to go ahead. Every week we promise to announce 10 shows, but I'm going to go ahead and announce 11. All right. Star Wars Alderaan High. This is a high school show set on the planet Alderaan before it blows up. A spinoff of that will be focusing specifically on the teenage adventures of Leia Organa. Star Wars: The Princess Diaries. Another show in which teenage Princess Leia has, I believe this was your pitch, Watto, has had a bad burrito, and that's the Princess Diarrheas. Star Wars: The Fast and the Furious. Star Wars: Bespin Show. Star Wars: Droid Slave Uprising. Star Wars: Dr. Beef and Mrs. Roper. Star Wars: Beans. Star Wars: Deep Camel. Star Wars: Sclusy Hunter. And finally, the Star Wars Gilmore Girls mashup, Star Wars Stars Hollow. So that is 11 shows that we've announced. In our next show in January, we will go back to announcing 10 shows per episode for the next 10 years of the George Lucas Talk Show. This is our promise to you.
Yeah.
Again, we don't have that. We're not putting these into production. We're just announcing them. Our hope is that Disney and the powers that be will make all of these shows.
Yeah.
My fear is that they will make one show that at some point doesn't do quite as well as the other shows, and that they will cancel all Star Wars shows in a fit of panic, because that has been their panic. That has been their pattern, which is that they say, we're going to have a Star Wars every year. And then one of them, they didn't release it at Christmas. It didn't do as well. And then they panicked and canceled them all. My hope is that they don't do that with these TV shows, that if one of them maybe isn't a huge hit like The Mandalorian, they don't immediately call off every other planned TV show that they've announced.
I hope so too.
Patrick, I have a new stretch goal.
Yeah, sure, Watto.
I'm feeling festive.
Okay.
I want to hang my stocking with care.
Okay. What number do you want, Watto?
What are we at right now?
We're at 22,417, I think.
At 23.
Yeah.
I'm going to hang my stocking with care.
Okay, I think we're actually past that. Let me double check though. Hang on one sec. We got.
You said we were at 22 something.
Yep, and then I just refreshed, and we got a lot of money in Watto.
Patrick, was Saucy George on the stretch goals?
No, George. We were at 22,952 is where we were at.
What happened to Saucy George?
Let's get Saucy George on the board.
Okay, where do you want Saucy George, George?
I mean, somewhere above. I thought Saucy George was in the very earliest of stretch goals. It was never added?
Let's add him now.
All right, we're going to add him. This was meant to be a very low number. Now it's going to be a very high number where we arrive at Saucy George.
Yeah.
$100,000.
You want to say 23,000, George? 23,000?
Let's go 23,000. You'll meet Saucy George.
Watto.
Wait, I got the stocking with cows. 23,000.
Yeah, okay. That's 24,000 then.
No, because that's when I shave my hair. 23.
Okay, 23.50.
23.50.
23.5.
Yeah.
Ooh. Ooh-wee.
Yeah. Ooh-wee.
Ooh-wee. Ooh, baby.
Ooh. I want to make sure that it's a good number for this stocking because I need to hang it with care.
Is that a clue? Are you cluing us in? Should we be able to guess what this is?
It is not a clue. And now I feel like I am creating expectations that will not be met. All I'm saying is I'm going to hang the stocking with
care. Well, okay, I'm going to try to crack this.
It's not a clue.
Hold on. I think I can crack it. I think I may have cracked it. John Celestri worked on the Care Bears movie.
Uh-huh.
Are we getting one of the actual Care Bears on the stream?
Lotto, that would
help you hang your stocking?
Lotto, that's so nice. I knew you were coming up with something. I just didn't know what it was.
No, it's from the night before Christmas. It says, not a creature's turn, not even a mouse. These stockings were hung by the chimney with care. I just am being funny and saying that I'm going to hang my stocking in the way that they describe hanging a stocking in the famous poem.
Watto, can I take you off for a second?
Yes.
George, he said he wants to hang it with his stocking with care, and then he said he's trying to be funny.
Yeah.
Was that funny?
Yeah, it was pretty funny. I mean, I laughed.
Okay, I just want to make sure. I wasn't sure because I trust you more than I trust me.
Right. But you know what's funny, Patrick?
Sometimes.
Robot Squid, 7:45 p.m. Type the comment, very funny Watto. Great joke. Andy Blandy, 7:45. Very funny.
Yeah.
I'm not giving a clue. I'm just being very funny.
You are
and
being
I'm
very
going
funny.
to hang this stocking with care. That is not a hint about what will be in or on this stocking. Just how I will hang it.
Okay. Okay.
With care.
With care. You're right.
I mean, you know why we hang the stockings with care, right?
I don't. Can I also ask, did those two guests from the music video get added to our total, Bryson or Dave? Yes, they did. Okay, great. What did you ask me, Watto?
No, it's fine. It's not like you interrupted the flow. Do you know why we hang the stockings with care, Patrick?
No, I don't.
Why? In hopes that St. Nicholas soon would be there.
It's fair.
That's why you do it.
That's why you do it. That's fair.
You hope that St. Nicholas will soon be back.
I hope so.
I'm just being funny.
I know you are. I know you are.
He's not a clue. So what's the deal? Do we just not have any guest booked right now?
We're waiting on someone. We're waiting on someone.
Okay.
Yeah. But this is our nice relaxed time. I feel like we've been going for almost 10 hours straight, Watto.
Yeah. Well, don't mind if I do.
No, you're honk shoeing? Shoot, no one can sleep on chat. This stinks. Oh no. Oh no, this really stinks. I can't believe you're honk shoeing. I never would have believed this. Oh no. I cannot believe he's honk shoeing.
What's happening? Patrick, what's this? What's it called? Hog shoeing?
can't believe he's honk shoeing.
You need to stay awake so that someone is awake on Twitch, or we'll get in trouble.
I'm awake.
No, but we need to have at least one person awake on the stream, or else it violates Twitch's rules.
Yeah, I'm awake.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, no, it's just me now.
Oh. Patrick,
Yeah.
I'm good.
You're
Thank
good?
you for holding down the fort.
Yeah, no problem. That's what I'm here for.
That's not all you're here for. You also do a lot of things on the show. You do a lot of hard work, and it pays off, and people appreciate you.
I guess that's true.
Hey,
You know, a lot
guys,
of
I
times
have an announcement. I have an important announcement.
Mhm.
I just got the notification on my computer. Apparently, the George Lucas talk show starts in 10 minutes at 8 p.m.
Yeah, that makes that tracks.
That tracks. That tracks.
You know, Patrick, a lot of times we'll do comedy bits where we give you a hard time.
Mm-hmm.
I want you to know that those are all in good fun.
Mm-hmm.
It's just about having fun and being entertaining. You know, we're just playing with you, right?
Yeah.
And then there are other moments where you seriously fuck up in ways that make us absolutely furious with you. Like, we can't believe that a person can be so bad at their job some of the time, and then genuinely so great at their job the rest of the time.
Yeah.
But
And there's a little citation. Like, it's a Wikipedia article. What George just said, a little citation. You click the link, and it's the Keiko Agena debacle.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, why are you now you're dismissing us? Look, Patrick's gone face down into the corner. Look, he's put his face right down into the corner. He does this little move. He puts his face down there. He pretends there's work just below the frame, and he just wiggles his nose in the corner.
George, I'm adding up the total.
A busybody.
Oh, yeah, I don't doubt you have an excuse, but I've seen this move before. It's passive aggressive. You make your face a little bigger on the screen. 23 and me.
So wait, is this Saucy George? Is this who we're meeting?
No. We raised Saucy George?
We've raised Saucy George.
All right, let me go get him.
And that, so what are we saying? At 2350, the stocking will be hung with care?
I don't know why you keep saying 2350.
Where are we right now?
23,250, the stocking gets hung.
Okay, thank you. Oh, brother. Jeez, Louise. Yikes. Do not go in there.
Watto, did you finish your sandwich?
No, here's my progress.
You still got a lot left, Watto.
Well, I've eaten a lot of it.
Yeah. But
I'm sorry, there's only so much I can eat while trying to carry this show with my bare hands.
Yeah, I agree. I get it.
For people saying the sandwich has been at room temperature for like 8 hours. Yes, it has. Maybe less, maybe like 6 hours. But let's also remember there's a big chunk of the sandwich still in the fridge.
Oh, no.
Hey guys.
Hey George.
Mott's up.
Mott's up. Watto, I'm gonna bring in a guest, okay?
Wait a second. Patrick, you're just moving on. Look at how saucy George is getting right now. His mots are up and he's straight chugging applesauce.
Watto, I'm gonna bring in a guest, okay?
Mots up.
And then they're gonna tell us how they want to be introduced. So I'm gonna bring them in now. Hello, Sarah Violet.
Hello, Sarah Violet.
Wait a second. Sarah Violet, can I tell you what just happened?
What happened?
George said if we raised $23,000 that he would get saucy.
He's getting saucy.
We hit $23,000. George revealed a big tub of Mott's applesauce. He said Mott's up, and now he is chugging applesauce.
So he's gonna chug the whole darn thing.
Yeah. Hey guys, I'm gonna bring in one more guest, Watto, because I know we have to introduce them still.
Okay.
Can you explain to them what we need from them?
Charles, I need to fill you in. This is very urgent.
Okay.
George said if we raised $23,000 that he would get saucy. We did not know what that meant. Then we hit $23,000. George disappeared and re-entered with this big container of Mott's applesauce. He held it up to camera. He said Mott's up, and now he is chugging the applesauce. He has not spoken for nigh on 2 minutes now as he proceeds to drink this sauce with a straw.
You should have asked. Next time you'll know to ask to make sure you're on the same page about the kind of sauce.
I agree.
I thought he was going to have like a saucy attitude, but he is not doing that. He is drinking this sauce.
Here's the thing.
Wait, Bish.
Nothing surprises me anymore. Watto, can you let them know what they need to do?
Yes, okay. So now let me give you the important update. George just said bitch, which means he is now both drinking
I
this
said
sauce
bish.
and
I said bish. B-I-S-H. Bish.
Bish. He's both drinking the sauce and getting saucy in terms of his personality. Now, here's some important news, and I'm sorry it took me so long to get to this. Sarah Violet, Charles, neither of you are technically on the show.
What?
You are live. This is being broadcast. Everyone can see it. Everyone can hear it. Do not cancel yourself. But this doesn't count yet. It isn't canon. It is not part of the show because you haven't been introduced yet. So I need to know how the two of you want to be introduced, and then we can solve this.
We're hot teens.
Yeah. God.
Great. All right.
Great. Folks, we got two guests coming on the show right now, and they're hot teens. Grogros and Grogras, give it up for Charles Rogers and Sarah Violet Bliss.
Wow.
So much. This is so good.
Wow.
And just to fill you in on what happened while you were gone, George put the sauce down for a little bit, but now he's drinking it again.
Okay.
He's sauced again.
He's getting sauce.
Happy Life Day.
Happy Life Day.
Happy
Guys,
Life Day.
How is your life day going, guys?
It's okay. I did all the usual things you do.
Yeah.
It's good. I'm in Joshua Tree. This is not a fake backdrop.
Hey, show us. Let's see it. Wow.
Tree.
All those fires outside.
What?
All those fires outside.
Oh yeah, that's the reflection of a fire. Charles already knows this, but that very fire singed my eyebrows and eyelashes and the front tips of my hair.
Show us.
Great.
I don't know if you can see very well.
Goodness.
I don't have great lighting here, but yeah, I got singed.
Wow.
That's what everyone's doing in LA now. They're burning their hairline off.
A huge fireball came at me because I have a gas fireplace and it does not go, the setting does not go up that high on my gas fireplace.
Yeah.
It's much safer, my gas fireplace. I am learning. This one, I was on fire for a little bit yesterday.
Hey, I know the feeling.
Yeah. No kidding about you being on fire, Sarah Violet. The Search Party podcast is burning up the charts.
Ouch!
That's a great question. I wonder if
hot to the touch, the official Search Party.
Do you want Charles? Do you want us to check?
Oh God!
Yeah,
or would you rather not?
Yeah, check. I'm curious, but it's not gonna be. It's not gonna be.
You know that information?
I think you can find it on the Apple Podcast page. Hang on.
Yeah, hold on. I'm looking it up right now.
It's got a 4.7, 24 ratings.
Wow.
That's
good. The two guests who have been on are me and Charles. And then two celebrity guests.
It's all 24 of our parents.
I'm trying to. Watto, do you know how to get the rankings?
Yeah, hold on. I'm working on it right now.
Hag Samia.
Okay, it is currently number 60.
60. That's not bad.
That's Hot 100.
That's
on
top 100.
Hot 100.
It's on the
Hot one.
Number 60 on the TV and film chart, but I want you to hear what you're ahead of. But ready? You're only one behind Blockbuster, The Story of James Cameron. And you're one ahead of the Star Wars Stuff podcast.
Wow.
I want to say that officially, Search Party is bigger than Star Wars.
And if we can get everybody to go to wherever they rate and review podcasts, we can bump that up right now. We can take down Jim Cameron.
Yeah.
Well, we want to stay ahead of Star Wars though, so bump both of us up equally. Yeah.
Here's another enemy in your sights. You're number 60. 59 is Cameron. 58. Jenny Garth, Tori Spelling, 90210 podcast.
Wow.
Yeah.
You got them in the crosshairs.
Let's send a clear message. 90210 no.
Yeah.
Hang on, I'm looking here. 57, Joe Rogan?
More like Joe no thanks.
You guys are so close.
He's the Fort Knox of radio. How's he that far down?
I don't know. It says 57. I don't know. Charles, what did you say? Did you say Yagamesh? Was that a Borat reference? What did you say?
I said Hag Samia. I just learned it. It's Hebrew for happy holidays.
Oh.
I listened to one of those where you click and they say it.
Yeah. This is not Patrick's first disastrous attempt to bring it into things today. It's never going to work for you, Patrick. You don't wear it well.
Oh.
And now he's gone. So,
did you do that with your mind, George?
No, I did. He felt the shame that he needed to feel for a moment. He'll be back. He can't stay away from the camera too long.
Okay.
Charles, Sarah Violet, you might be able to help us here. The two of you create and run Search Party, one of the best shows on television.
Prestige television.
What do you do when an incompetent producer threatens to tear down the entire show you spent years building?
What's your first move? What's your first move when that happens?
Take a step back.
Take a step back. All right.
Call mom.
Okay.
Now, Search Party began on TBS, which is known for shows that are very funny.
Very funny.
But now you find yourself on HBO Max, which is
very sexual.
Very sexual.
Shows that are very horny.
But you're now premium prestige content.
Yes.
Yeah.
On both carries the complicated connections, because on the one hand, HBO is known for not being television.
It's not TV. It's not HBO.
It's not TV. It's not HBO. Christopher Nolan threw a temper tantrum last week and said it was the worst streaming service.
Yeah.
But I think take this with a grain of salt. This is a man who made the year's most confusing movie and insisted that people go see it in a chamber of disease.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I think he would think that. I think perhaps his issue with the streaming service is it doesn't kill you quickly enough.
Yeah.
You can't catch a disease watching HBO Max on your own. So therefore, he's like not interested. I think Christopher Nolan's sense of humor might be similar to yours, Patrick.
Maybe.
He finds it funny when people die.
Maybe.
But now you have not, at a time when people are struggling to get their TV shows made, you already had 2 full seasons ready, basically in the tank before the pandemic hit. What did you know that no one else knew?
Our writer's room
Well,
it was Agent
the
Zero.
virus for years.
We created the virus in the writer's room, and we didn't want to tell anybody.
Yeah.
We didn't want anyone to have the leg up that we do.
You got to keep a tight lid on spoilers.
Absolutely. we didn't want it was a big spoiler alert. We didn't want
Yeah.
people to find out. Yeah.
It is. It would have spoiled the year. It would have spoiled the year if people had known. And see now, Patrick, that's how you get a little Borat kind of comedy going in the show. What we just did.
Did you guys see Borat?
Yeah.
No.
I have to admit I loved it.
It's a masterpiece. It's one of the best films of the year.
I thought my friend Griffin was in it, actually. I took a screenshot of a young man talking to Tom Hanks, all very thematically connected right now.
Oh, so you got confused with Jason Woliner.
Oh, was that who it was? That's so funny.
That must have been so confusing to your friend when he got that text, because he must have thought, wait a second, was I in some public space while Borat was being shot and somehow they captured me on camera and I'm in this movie and I didn't know? Because if you just got a text that just said, are you aware that you're in Borat? You wouldn't question that at face value. A big cornerstone of that movie is that most people don't know they're in it.
Also, one of the only fully scripted scenes in the movie.
But that context didn't exist. The photo probably wouldn't have come in for another couple of minutes, knowing how data transfers. So just the text comes in, and the mind would reel at the possibility.
Yeah. And then your friend who you text, like the topic of conversation switches away from it so fast. You're like, oh, did I insult them in some way? Then you start
or are they crestfallen? Are they trying to like recover and be like, oh, no, never mind. I didn't really care that much. It wasn't like I got really excited for a second.
Well,
anyway, how are you? Whatever.
Yeah, I'll have to text him, see how he's doing lately.
Yeah.
What are your guys? Do you guys have life day wishes? That's what we've been asking everybody.
Yeah. What are your life day wishes?
My life day wish for the world is for everyone to have clarity on their soul's purpose.
Sure.
Oh.
Sure.
It's a deep one.
Charles?
Mine is also unachievable.
I think mine is well within reach.
I just want to apologize to the whole world for everything I've ever done.
Ooh,
that's fair.
That's that's covering your tracks in a big way. That's a bold one. And now you're good, right? Going forward?
I think so. I mean, maybe I'll make new mistakes, but
of course, you're human. You're a human being. Of course, you're going to make more mistakes. But for now, you're a full. That's a full reset right now. Your whole. You can start anew from this moment on.
A new hope.
That's part. Rebellions were built on hope, Charles.
Now, Charles SV. I don't know if you heard, but recently at the Disney Investor Day, they announced that there are going to be 10 new Star Wars series. And we here at the George Lucas Talk Show do not want to be beat. So we've been trying to announce at least 10 new Star Wars series of our own every week.
For the next 10 years. We're going to do that every week for the next 10 years.
So
we're going to
10 a week every week for 10 years.
We announced 10 new shows.
Yes. Now, the two of you are very accomplished showrunners. Would you like to take this opportunity to officially pitch us a Star Wars?
Huh.
We will announce it, and then the ball is in their court.
Yeah.
I froze. What was your question?
Would you like to pitch a Star Wars show to us? We do not have the resources to greenlight it, but we will announce it.
Yes, okay. I think it would be fun. I pitch a Star Wars show about Kathleen Kennedy on a spaceship, and it's just like she's got a lot of work to do. Like she has good Wi-Fi, and she's just on her laptop, like doing business in space.
Yeah. Okay. Wait, a Star Wars spaceship or like a NASA spaceship?
Right.
A Disney Plus spaceship.
Right. And could this be called Star Wars: The Good Wi-Fi?
The Good Wi-Fi.
The Good Wi-Fi.
Yeah, it's a spin-off of The Good Wi-Fi.
Yeah. Well, we get those kings involved.
Yeah.
We stand two kings.
That's
true. Let's get that trending. That here on the George Lucas Talk Show, we stand two kings, and we're referring to the kings, of course, who created The Good Wife, The Good Fight, and Evil on CBS.
Yeah.
We should also, I guess, we should establish whether or not we here on the George Lucas Talk Show stand Three Kings, the David O. Russell film, which many consider it to be his best work.
That's good. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good film. I'll stand Three Kings, but I mainly stand two kings, and it's the two kings that created The Good Wife, The Good Fight, and Evil.
Three Kings stars the lead of Search Party and her dad. They're in it together.
Oh yeah, Allie's in it, right?
Mm-hmm. That's her first role.
Forgot about that. Well, then we definitely stand it. We got it.
I was confused for a second. I was going, wait a second. Does Ice Cube play Dory? And was Ice Cube's dad in Three Kings?
Have there been, especially now that, is it okay if we spoil it? Because it's in the promo material for season 4. So I think I can talk about anything that's in the promo material, right?
Yes.
It began, of course, in season 1 with Dory, the main character, trying to find Chantal Witherbottom. But now, as we enter into season 4, Dory has herself been taken hostage, and they are searching for her. At any point has there been an uncomfortable conversation with the Disney attorneys coming to protect their IP?
You've made the show about finding Dory.
This is one of the most valuable pieces of property, and I know there may be things you can't talk about, but you'll never convince me that there hasn't been a knock at the door at some point or a ring on the phone from someone saying, tread very carefully.
There are vans outside my Airbnb right now.
Oh,
wow.
Yeah, I'll admit I used to have a tooth here.
Yeah. Not anymore. Oh my gosh.
Tell me the tooth.
They defanged you.
Yeah, they reached really far back.
Now that I think about it, this fireplace.
They burned you.
They burned you. They defanged you. Oh my gosh.
Disney packed it with gas.
Yeah.
Gas. A normal person, a regular intelligent person would also have gotten completely. I feel like I was yeah, whatever.
Something we've been asking all of our guests to also say. Can you guys both say the word McClunky for us?
McClunky.
Wait, we need it clean. We need it clean.
We need it clean. We need 2 separate reads. Clean.
Yeah, SV, you go first.
I feel like it's gonna be like chopped up and made into something McClunky.
McClunky.
You did a good
thing.
You did a good thing just now.
You did a good thing.
It was a great thing.
You helped a lot of people.
What the bit is.
McClunky is a standard thing that people on the planet of Tatooine say right before they are murdered.
Neither of you are calling. Neither of you are on the planet, the fictional planet Tatooine, are you?
No, right?
I don't think so.
So then you're free and clear.
Then it's fun. Then it's just a joke. Then it's just a fun time.
It's the aloha of Star Wars. We don't really know what it means, but it's all.
Yeah, you know how famously no one knows what the word aloha means.
It's much like aloha in that we don't know what it means, but every time someone has said it on the planet Tatooine, they die immediately after.
Guys, thank you for coming
on Tatooine. So
happy Life Day. Search Party in January on HBO Max, and the first 3 seasons right now on HBO Max. And the podcast, rate, review, subscribe. Yes.
Keep down 90210 OMG.
Yeah, give her another step back.
Get them down.
Honestly, let's give them all 1-star reviews. Let's give them 1-star.
Go through the list.
All right.
We're not taking any chances here.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye. Can I tell you something? I misjudged how much sauce that was. I did not finish the container, but it was too much.
George, can I say Mott's Up has now entered the pantheon of the 5 funniest things you had ever done.
Oh, I'm glad.
Watto, I'm going to bring in our next guest. And he's not going to be introduced, so he's going to tell us how he wants to be introduced, okay? I'm going to bring him in right now. I'm looking at him right now, and he looks exhausted. He looks really tired, the way he's holding his head.
How in the hell are you going to spoil Finding Dory for me? How did you literally come on to the I'm trying to be kind and come on to the stream, and then right before I come on, I'm in the back room and you're talking about the 4 seasons of Finding Dory and how that Dory is a special character and all that stuff. I have not watched the new one. It's absolutely ludicrous. Greta or Watto, out of all people, Watto.
Right.
Ben, we didn't know you were watching.
You know how this works? You've been doing it for 20 hours.
You've been watching the whole time?
Yes, I wait in the waiting room.
Thank you so much.
Patrick asks me to come as early as I can, and I was like, you know what? And then right before I go on, literally on pause right now is Finding Dory, and I was like, you know what? When I'm done with my bit, I'm gonna press play, and then these 2 wonderful people beforehand start talking about it, and then George starts pushing them to talk more and more about Dory and how it's an important character, and it is truly one of the worst things you've ever done, retired filmmaker George Lucas.
Yeah, well, you haven't seen all my work.
That's not true. I've seen every poster behind you.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. What are you going to take out? Some short film that nobody's ever seen?
Yeah, absolutely. You ever see this?
Of course. Twice Upon a Time. Yes, of course I have.
No way.
Yes, I have. Look at the back. You want me to tell you exactly what happens?
Yeah, tell me exactly what happens.
Show me the cover. I'll tell you exactly what happens.
Ben's not even on the show yet.
Oh, am I not on the show yet?
Who?
Well, we should clarify. Ben, listen, you are live right now. Everyone can hear and see you.
Right.
But you're not technically on the show yet. This doesn't count because you haven't been introduced yet.
Oh, Watto, is it may I ask for Watto to introduce me? Because I feel like George is going to fumble it.
Yeah.
I never introduce people. It's below my figure.
Whoa, stop. Watto, stop. George, I'd like you to introduce me. George, look
All
me in the eyes.
Okay, but I don't take requests. You'll take what you can get.
Fine, I'll take what I can get. Let's see what bottom of the barrel credit you can throw at me.
Yeah. You know him as John Ralphio, the C-3PO of Parks and Rec. Here he is, Ben Schwartz.
Hated it. Start from the beginning. Watto, get me in there. Sorry. George, you fucked it up.
You want to redo that?
Yeah, Patrick, get me out of here.
Yeah, sure.
Right.
Watto, dealer's choice. You say whatever you want, I guess.
Folks, you know him as Sonic the Hedgehog, the BB-8 of the Sega universe. Ladies and gentlemen, Ben Schwartz.
There we go. Now we know what we're doing. Thank goodness. Someone knows how to introduce somebody. The C-3PO of the Parks and Rec universe?
Yeah. I mean,
no,
we want to introduce you as Watto. What is it? The last movie to potentially ever make $100 million at the...
Okay, so this is a thing I've been thinking about a lot, Ben. You are the title character of what might be the only film to gross $100 million domestic for over a year.
The last moneymaker. That's what they call it.
That's the last movie to cross the century mark.
I'm going to just IMDb it real quick and see how much money we got domestic, Watto. Did you already do your research?
I believe 160?
146,310 worldwide. Okay.
So you went handily over. And let's say, too, the pandemic shuts down theaters. What is it? About March 10th?
Watto, we didn't even have time to open in China. Watto, you're asking all the right questions.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So you were an unqualified success, blockbuster. You crossed 100 mil domestic. You crossed 300 worldwide. You only get a month on the runway and it's shut down.
Yeah, that's right.
There's so much more, but yet you will likely be the highest grossing film for over 12 consecutive months.
I mean, and listen, we're going up against Marvel movies that didn't come out, but we're going up against DC movies that didn't come out. We're going up against these enormous movies, but yet we prevail.
Yeah.
You know how much
Are you about to say, Watto? Are you about to say that we started this whole thing?
No, I'm about to say you ended the last thing. You didn't start this, but you ended whatever came before this.
What came before this?
We have no way of
Movies
knowing.
making money in theaters.
Yeah.
We have no way of knowing. We have no way of knowing. It cannot be disproven that were it not for the pandemic, Sonic the Hedgehog would have become the highest grossing film of all time.
Of all time. Thank you so much, George.
And that makes you the biggest movie star in the world as far as I'm
Thank you
concerned,
so much. And yes, my name isn't on the poster. And yes, my face is never in the movie. But what George Lucas is saying is probably right. And what Watto has brought to everybody's attention. So, like, if you guys had to guess, because both of you guys know box office, we can play the box office game right now. I'll name a movie. You tell me what the box office gross was. One of our favorite movies. Patrick, you can jump in.
Yeah,
I'm going to start with Forrest Gump. Okay.
Domestic?
Let's do domestic. Watto. No, let's do worldwide for everything.
Ben, you picked the wrong person to play this game with Watto right here.
Well, Watto, listen, I know, but Watto, you're in the business of selling and buying and trading things, correct?
Yes,
so you
absolutely.
should.
Yes.
So George, Patrick, and Watto, and Patrick told me I'm here for like 2 hours, so that we can play for the whole two.
That's exactly it.
I'm gonna give you. Oh no, you know what? You got to give me the budget and the worldwide gross.
Okay.
Don't Google, George. I already see you googling, George. He is. I can see him googling.
I don't have Google.
Yeah, you do have Google, George.
I don't have Google.
What do you use? Metacrawler?
You binging it, George?
You're
I don't
binging
have
it,
a
George.
search engine. I have people on staff. I say, "What's the deal?" They find it.
Put your hands like this. Both hands like this whole time, George. Thank you. Patrick, both hands, please. Okay, the game is called Budget Worldwide. Who wants to go first?
Okay, I'd like to go first.
Okay, Watto. Everybody has to keep their hands up. Even higher, George. I don't trust the elbows. Higher, George.
Can we
No,
make it?
George.
No, don't mess with me.
You're right. Sorry, George. Okay,
And
budget.
I would like to make one request.
Of course.
I think we should have to guess 3 numbers. I think we should have to guess budget, domestic, and worldwide.
Great. I love it. This is a game I used to play, budget and worldwide, but now I'm going to share it with the world.
Okay, ready? Here are my guesses.
Yes.
And I admit that I looked this up several months ago.
Well, should we pick a different film?
No, we should do this one. But it's been months. I might not remember. Okay, this is my guess.
Okay.
Budget, 60.
Oh my goodness. Okay, keep going.
Domestic, 325.
Oh my goodness. Wait, stop. 60? You're saying 325 watts?
I'm saying 325 domestic.
Gross.
I'm saying 640 worldwide.
This is unbelievable. We will have to play one more movie because I do think Watto's cheating. Retired filmmaker George Lucas, give me budget.
You don't know who you're playing
60
with
budget,
right now.
325 domestic.
Wait. Stop. You're just stealing Watto's numbers.
No.
Yeah, you're stealing my numbers.
Okay, all right, hold on. 61 budget.
Stop. I'm afraid that George doesn't understand what the game is. I think he just thinks you repeat whatever the last person said.
No, I didn't. He said 60. I'm saying 61. I'm saying the budget was 61.
No, you're playing Price is Right rules.
How are,
You're
we
just not
supposed
having
to play, how are we supposed to play the game? I'm supposed to do $5 budget. What am I supposed to do? Say wrong answers or else you won't? This is rigged
George,
again.
I don't know why you're doing this to me. I've literally done nothing wrong to you. I'm coming on here. I'm trying to be helpful, and you're just being mean to me.
Why are they not making more episodes of Parks and Rec? You only did one this year.
One this year that was to bring the whole show back, George.
Oh.
The show has already been gone. We did a lot of episodes.
I know. I'm just saying why.
Let's move on to the next movie because I want to see Watto come after another movie.
Okay, well, fine. Well, George, quickly. 1, 2, 3. Just go. Nail it. Go. Whatever it is. Even if you want to cheat like you just did.
1, 2, 3 of what?
Okay, we'll call it 1, 2,
Budget
3 for you.
domestic worldwide. Your guesses are 1, 2, and 3 million.
Yeah,
This isn't like a who's on
million,
first thing,
It
George.
cost 1 million. Domestic made 2 million, and worldwide it made 3 million.
Okay, George isn't allowed to play the next round. Patrick, what do you want? Budget, domestic, worldwide.
Budget 59 million. 324 million.
What are we supposed to do, Ben? How are we supposed to play this? Easier.
And worldwide,
All right.
$7 billion.
Watto goes last on the next one, so nobody can cheat. George goes first. Patrick goes second. It was 55 million budget. Watto was 5 off, which is unbelievable.
I said 55.
No, you didn't say 55. You said 61. You added one number to Watto.
I didn't say I said it during this game. I've said the number 55 million.
In your life, were you referring
Yes.
to the budget of this film, or just in your time you've said 55?
In my life, I've said 55 million.
When? Give me the sentence exactly. In your life, use $55 million.
Some school wanted money. I said, give them 55 million.
That's not true. You would never give a school 55 million.
I
Okay.
absolutely wouldn't. I have.
Domestic gross. You
What?
said 325.
Yeah.
Watto,
Yes.
330.
I said
5
326.
away. 5 off on both numbers so far.
640 on gross, Watto.
Yeah.
678.
Oh.
Which takes me to my next.
If we had
thing.
been, if you had allowed my prices right answers, I added $1 each of them. I would have been correct. I would have
Okay.
won.
The movie, written by Kim Wilson, Kelly Candell, Lowell Gans, Babla Mandel, directed by Penny Marshall. What movie is it?
League of Their Own?
That's correct. The movie's A League of Their Own. Have you looked this up, Watto?
No, not
Okay,
really.
you go last. You stay. Hands up, George. Hands up. Hands up, George. Hands up. Okay, Patrick. Okay, Patrick, you go first. I want domestic. I want budget, domestic, worldwide.
I'll say budget 45 million. Domestic 230.
Wow.
That's a lot. That's a lot. I'm going to take that back. Not 230. I'm going to say 120 and then
Wow.
worldwide 230. We'll say that.
Okay. Again, the movie is A League of Their Own. Okay. Was it a box office smash? I mean, Patrick seems to think so. George, what do you think?
You did well.
I think it cost 50 million. I think it made 79 million domestic.
Wow.
I think it made 120 worldwide.
Wow. Now, my man Watts, who has been 1 for 1 on this whole journey, what do you think the budget of A League of Their Own, starring, and I'll say it, Tom Hanks, Gina Davis, Lori Petty, Madonna, Rosie O'Donnell, Megan Kavanaugh, Tracy Reiner, Biddy Schrum.
So I'm thinking
Yeah.
this
Good
is
baby.
before Gump. So Gump gets the inflated budget off the success of League of Their Own, right? So I'm guessing, did Patrick guess 45?
Patrick S. 45, George Lucas, retired filmmaker, pitched 50. What does Watto say?
So I'm going to guess the under. I'm going to guess 40. I'm going to guess domestic was 100 on the nugget. And I'm going to say baseball does not translate well overseas. It is fundamentally an American pastime. So I'm guessing 160 all in worldwide.
Do you guys want to know who won?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Watto said the budget was 40 million. George Lucas said 50. Patrick said 45. The exact budget, $40 million. Watto exactly correct. That's a check mark to Watto. Okay, here we go. Domestic. Domestic. Patrick says 120 after he absurdly says 230.
It's been a long day.
George Lucas says 79. Watto says 100. 107. Watto's closest yet again. Now, I can't imagine getting all three, right?
It's
Gross.
unimaginable.
Patrick says 230 because he doesn't understand movies.
Yeah.
George Lucas says 120. Watto says 160. George Lucas takes it 132.
That's because the world is where we live. It's a big world. That's where it matters.
Wow.
Well, that was a fun game. I play it sometimes. Watto, you're very good at this game. George, you get lucky once in a while.
I don't need to get lucky. I'm great.
Can we play one more round before you leave? Let's talk about some other things, but I think we should close out this segment.
Is it possible, Patrick, for you to bring up the next movie at the very end before I leave, and then I can play as well?
Sure.
Okay. All right, let's talk.
Ben, what's your life day wish? Let's hear about this.
My life day wish. Take me through it again. I know I'm supposed to know what that means.
No, it means whatever your heart tells you it means.
Yeah.
My
We're celebrating Life Day today.
Yeah.
It's the holiday that we're all here for.
Mhm.
What is your wish that you want to impart upon the world?
Oh, if I could wish for anything,
Yeah.
I wish that George would stop looking down at his fucking phone and look at me when I'm on his own show.
No,
brother, you're singing.
I want to grant a wish. Someone on Twitter wanted to show this DuckTales sweater they made.
Oh my God, it's actually amazing.
Wow.
Oh, that's great. George, are you getting that?
This was Feral Yeet on Twitter. Patrick, maybe you can bring up the whole tweet, but this is one of our very fine viewers of the show.
As a DuckTales fan, well, please tell that person hello and thank you very much.
I will.
And you get, George, is it true that you get personally pretty close with all your Twitter followers?
Well, for this show, we try to foster a nice sense of community.
Yeah, I mean, he's not Chris D'Elia, but he gets close.
It's a tough reference this time, buddy. That's a tough reference, Watto. Oh, it's great. She made herself this?
Yeah, she made.
Oh my God, it's gorgeous.
Yeah. If you wanted one, I bet you could commission one from this person, you know?
I want her to have it, and I'm very excited by it. It looks gorgeous. It
really
actually
good.
is really beautiful. I have the child, Watto, who has one behind him? No, Patrick does. I have one of those as well.
Well, it's good news, Ben.
This is the original one.
Oh, sorry, we all have. Give me 1 second.
This is the original Baby Yoda.
Yeah, the original Baby Yoda I have right here.
What movie should I pick? I don't want to ask you guys. Let me pick a movie.
Don't ask us. It defeats the purpose.
I won't.
Oh.
Wow. Oh, that's the big one.
Watto, is yours wearing a yarmulke for? Look at this. Look at this.
Oh my God! Show the feet. Show the feet.
Show the feet.
Oh, we should say that George has a huge foot fetish, right, Georgie?
Yes.
Like anytime you see a picture of anything, you ask people to show the feet.
Yeah.
Ben, you have the premium, the high end Baby Yoda.
Yeah.
This is what we
Someone gave me the I have.
This is their secret.
Let's all see the feet. By the way, it is true. I have Grogu. You guys have Baby Yoda.
Yes.
Yeah. That is
You know
an
what I
important
mean?
distinction. Yeah.
I think so. And I'm wearing one of my John Williams shirts. John Williams is a composer that worked on a series of different George Lucas movies.
How dare you, William, explain that to me?
We know who John Williams is.
I don't know, man. Look at him. George, you look like you've been on the air for a while. Watto always looks ready to party. George looks like he just woke up from a nap.
I just drank almost an entire Mott's applesauce. Unsweetened because I'm diabetic, famously.
He got saucy. Ben, here's a question for you.
He has soft feet. That's why he's obsessed with feet?
Well, no, he does have soft feet, but he got saucy.
I got saucy because I drank applesauce.
Guys, could you imagine? Could you imagine this? Could you imagine?
Oh,
could you imagine? Hey, Watto, you're talking about 330 gross worldwide? Look, think about this. What would this do?
Well, this leads to my question. This is the question I want to ask you, Ben.
Yeah, of course, please.
How many characters have you played that have now been made into toys? Sonic, BB-8.
Yeah. Oh, Leonardo from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Mm-hmm.
Leonardo, there's a John Ralphio Pop, is there not?
Yeah, Dewey.
Dewey?
Yeah, Dewey, John Ralphio. You're right. Dewey, John Ralphio, Sonic, Leo. That's 4.
I'm up to
I
5.
guess BB-8.
BB-8, yeah, 5.
Count BB-8. That's 5.
That's a lot.
Wait, does Nick from Modern Family have a toy?
Yes, Nick from Modern Family has a toy. Everybody's aunt should know that I play Nick from Modern Family. I was told that Funko was going to make a F. Tony pop from Space Force, and then I got a letter from them recently that they said they're no longer making it.
Wow.
Did they make a prototype? Did they get up to the prototype stage?
I don't know if I do have some prototypes. Do you want to see some Funko prototypes?
Yeah,
I'm not doing a bit. I don't know who I like them very much. So let me see.
I've heard that's a thing that happens sometimes, that they'll tell one of the main actors on a streaming genre comedy that they're going to get their own Funko Pop, and then they just
Gave me this is me, but they gave me with nothing. This is what it looks like before they paint it. This is John Ralphio.
Yeah,
good one.
They gave me some other ones like that too.
It's like a Force Ghost. That's like a Jean Ralphio Force Ghost.
All right, guys, are you guys ready to play the game?
Patrick, is it already over?
Yeah.
Who's the next guest?
I'm not going to give stuff away.
Do I know the
private
person?
chat? Patrick, tell him in the private chat.
Do you want to join? Do you want to join the next guest, Ben? Come on in.
Let's play this game. Let's play this game. Play this game. I don't want to take over anybody else's time. Play this game.
You're fine.
Wait a second. Very important update. We forgot about the character of Vananar from Lego Movie 2.
Oh, you're right. Wait, we forgot 2 characters. You're right. Wait 1 second.
We also need to get a clean McClunky from him. Let's not forget that.
Yeah.
We forgot Skidmark from Turbo.
Yeah.
7.
And then Banarnar.
That's right. Oh.
7.
And you
are an actor after my own heart. You take the merchandising seriously.
Okay, guys, here's the movie. It's called, from 1998, The X-Files Fight the Future.
Okay. What are you doing, Patrick? Don't take the fun out of the game.
Ben, this is a movie that came out in theaters. It made money. It's the first X-Files movie.
Okay, so it was released in theater. Theaters.
Yes, 1998.
The first X-Files movie.
Yes. Okay, what do you guys think the budget was? We'll start with Ben.
For the first X-Files movie, I think it would be $35 million.
Okay, and what do you think domestic?
First X-Files movie. Man, you really picked one that I would have no idea.
Yeah, that's why I did it.
I'm changing it. Budget's 30. Domestic was 40.
Okay.
Worldwide, all in, it made 50.
Okay, George.
I think the budget was 55. I think
George, you're insane.
Here we go. Keep it coming.
Budget was 55. I think it made 100 million domestic. I think it made 100. I think it made 200 worldwide.
Okay, Watto.
Okay, here's what I remember. This movie came out the same weekend as Mulan. It handily won the weekend, but it was a front-loaded opening.
Yeah.
It did not multiply well, and Mulan ultimately outgrossed it. So for this logic, combined with the fact that this was the peak of X-Files, and I think they probably spent too much on the movie, because then the second movie was much cheaper.
This is amazing.
Budget 70.
No way, Watto.
90. Worldwide 220. That's my guess.
Wow. Okay, here we go. According to Box Office Mojo, budget 66 million.
Oh my God.
So closest without going over is George, but Watto is closest.
I was close.
The game is closest, Patrick. You got to do it by close.
Okay, then it's Watto.
You don't want to go
domestic, 83. Watto's got it. International, 3.6. So worldwide, it made 87.5.
That's a Lucas special.
Which means Ben is closest for worldwide. Watto is closest on the other two.
Right.
Wow.
Well, the truth is out there.
Sorry?
The truth is out there.
Sorry?
The truth is out there.
Ben, can you say McClunky for us?
McClunky. Someone dies or something weird happens.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, I can Google it for you right now. Did you ever read the Google description?
Wait a second. Are you on Tatooine?
Yeah, am I going to die?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, no.
By the way, I'm absolutely blown away by Watto's. Was Watto correct? Did Mulan come out that year?
Yeah, he's a numbers guy.
That same weekend.
Watto was written with code to understand the way that entertainment box office works.
This is like the only data stored in Watto's head. It came out the same weekend. Exiles had a bigger opening weekend, but Mulan, I think, ultimately made like 170.
Just a speed round, if you don't mind. Watto, Aladdin, the animated version. What year did it come out? Give me budget, gross. This just very quickly. You don't even think. What year did it come out? Aladdin.
Okay. So Aladdin is 1992.
That's correct.
The budget is 60.
No, go lower. I'm going to help you with this. Budget's lower than
Okay, 40, 45, 50. And it was the highest grossing film of its year. It was the first animated film to crack 200 million domestic. So I'm going to guess 206.
Domestic is 217, budget's 28, and what is worldwide gross?
Worldwide, I would guess, is 400.
504. I'm so impressed that you can even remember what year the things come out.
Yeah.
This is all I know.
George, do you have a special skill before we jump to the next guest?
Yeah, fucking making every movie you ever loved.
Just so saucy.
And
man.
you're one of my favorite actors, but sometimes the way you treat me at this point in my life, it counts as elder abuse.
It's not true at all. I'm rooting for you. You're just not.
Oh, no, you're gaslighting me. Oh, this is
No,
classic.
I'm not gaslighting you. I know you're on the set of Mandalorian. I know you're helping people with the child and all that stuff. I know you're putting in the work. It's just, to me, you're mean to me. I've seen you be so nice to some. No, you don't.
I love you. I said you're the biggest movie star in the world. I said that we have no way of knowing that Sonic wouldn't have been the biggest grossing movie of all time.
Come join us in the next stream, then.
Okay.
Put in the private chat. We're gonna pop over there. We'll see you guys in 1 second.